Perfect. All right, welcome everybody. And again, as I mentioned to you guys, if you just double check, we're all good with the live streams if you check the platforms. But welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Bob, and this is Tabletop Bob. And tonight we are going to be kicking off our new campaign called Supernatural 20. And I have my fiendish-looking cast here. We've got a whole group here, a new group that's going to be playing here on the channel. We're going to have them introduce themselves in just a moment. But if you're new to the channel, I just wanted to let you know that this is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition channel. I've been playing Dungeons & Dragons for over 20 years, but I started this channel just a few months ago to kind of show my live play games, as well as put some Dungeons Master advice videos up. There's more content on my YouTube channel, which if you're watching us on Twitch, you can come over to. It's search Tabletop Bob for those of you on YouTube. My Twitch channel is twitch.tv/Tabletop Bob. It's all in the description. Okay, so this is Supernatural 20. This is a horror-themed campaign. If you're here from any of the posts you've seen, every episode is going to be contained. It is going to be a horror-themed episode. We're going to play every month. We will have the schedules out weeks ahead of time so that you can keep up to date with all of what's going on here. All right, so without further ado, tonight we are going to be playing a adventure from the Arcane Library, Masque of the Worms. I'm going to introduce my crew now. So let's go to the players. We're going to go on the screen level. So we're going to start with Andrew, Dasha, and go down in that same order. So Andrew, why don't you start us off? Tell us who you're playing tonight.
Sure. So I am Dobby, and I am a gnome wizard. Oh, no, wait. I mean, I am an elven wizard. Yeah, I died a couple times, and the last time I got brought back, it didn't go according to plan. So now I'm an elf, unfortunately.
Yeah, so for those of you who watched our Descent into Avernus campaign, Andrew actually played the same character, Dobby, in that campaign. Early on, level 2, maybe, right? Am I correct?
Yeah,
it might have been like
something like that.
Very early on. Yeah, very early on. Dobby died in
took a fireball to the face.
Yeah, he died, and it was the first and only player death of the campaign, and it seems like that you just can't escape it. So, Andrew, the backstory we won't talk too much about, but you are playing the same character just in a reincarnated version post the events of Avernus, correct?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. All right, and then we have Dasha.
Hi everyone, I'm playing a human paladin named Arel. He is the third son of a noble, so unlike his brothers, his path was to go and become a priest at a temple, but unfortunately one day when he was keeping vigil, all of his brothers of the temple were slaughtered by some dark force, and as he's standing over this horrible scene, he felt the sun on his back, and he felt Pelor, the god, touch him and tell him that not all is lost. You must go forth and bring light into the world where there is darkness. And so in this moment, he took the oath to become a paladin and to protect the weak and bring light to where there is darkness. That being said, he has a phobia of the dark brought on by this horrible encounter. He's also quite a young lad. He's only 19 years old and just starting out on his paladin journey, and quite timid still. So we'll see how that plays into his character.
Awesome. All right. And then we go to Steph.
Hey everyone. Yeah, so I am playing Brum Bones. For anyone who's a Sleepy Hollow fan, he is kind of the jerk of the story. Brum Bones is described as broad-shouldered and double-jointed with curly black hair and a bluff but not unpleasant counter intense from the story. However, so translating that, he is an elf monk and he's going to be punching some bad guys hopefully, and playing some tricks on some people. He's kind of more mischievous than Malice, if that makes sense. So, yeah.
Excellent. Perfect sense. And great for a group which, as we talked about, is got a mixture of adventurers who are really brave and some who are maybe more timid. So kind of will fit in perfectly here. Mm-hmm. All right. Then we go to Michelle.
can I specifically request that Andrew go before me?
Andrew, Dobby?
Yes.
Oh, he went.
Oh, sorry.
You were
Sorry,
just
I
so
like
focused on what you were gonna say.
no, sorry. My
My
bad. Okay.
That's
What I
okay.
was gonna say was that my character is called Bear, and I'm excited to be bringing Bear to this campaign because Bear is an old, deep gnome, and he lived in his cave for a long time. And when Bear was a young gnome growing up, his celebrity hero and his low-key celebrity crush was this epic gnome adventurer who was called Dobby. And apparently, this Dobby was this brave, strong, kind, and super smart gnome who was great with his tinkering tools and went down to Avernus and did heroic things. So Bear grew up hearing about Dobby's feats and hoped that one day, as an adult, he would perhaps be even half as great as Dobby. But then, to his shock and surprise in his mature, older age, Bear heard that Dobby himself had somehow come back as if from the dead and was going on yet another adventure. And so Bear leapt at the opportunity and emerged from his cave
Oh
as
yes.
the old but still spry deep gnome that he is, and decided to join on this journey, whatever it was, in the name of Dobby the hero.
Wow, look at this. Oh my gosh, he's a legend, Dobby. He really is.
Excellent.
He's a
And
legend.
so my costume is basically Bear, but Bear from a future where he has now deceased because it is post-adventure and Bear is already old to start out with. And
This is very meta, this introduction here.
and so Bear, the ghost, has traveled back in time to observe the shenanigans of his, living self, adventuring with Dobby the Great, because he knows that he would like to spend the rest of his ghost eternity entertained by the foolish antics and the shenanigans of him and his crew of motley mates.
I love it. I love it. Perfect intro, Michelle. Perfect intro.
Thank
really,
you. Thank
really
you.
To follow.
tough act to follow. Who's gonna follow her? Oh, it's Christian.
It's me. Hi, everyone. I'm playing Bolin. He is a human ranger. He comes from a long line of very successful hunters. He's above average height, but not very built. Kind of scrawny looking, especially next to his siblings. And because of that, he sort of was drawn towards the bow and arrow because he doesn't have the courage and the bravery as his very brave siblings. And so he said the bow and arrow will be perfect to stay as far away from all the bad guys. So that is my goal. That is Bolim's goal, is to just not get close to anything that will scare him or
Great.
potentially hurt him in any way.
Great. Okay, so you're in terms of the brave to cowardly scale, you are closer to the bottom, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I will still fight, but I will not.
You're still an
be-
adventurer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I get you. And last but not least, we have Jason Voorhees. I mean, Steve.
Hi, everybody, I'm playing a male tiefling cleric named Yagnir. His appearance is average tiefling height, about 5'10", purple skin. He has curved goat horns coming out of the side of his head near his temples. He has a forked purple tail. His background is that he was studying under two head priests who were actually exorcists, and he assisted them in a botched exorcism of a 12-year-old girl, whereas during the event, the two head priests were killed and the girl escaped and went on a killing spree in her village. So he has vowed to try to hunt the girl down and save her soul if he can. And if not, he will avenge the deaths of his two mentors.
There you go. Where'd you come up with this story, Steve? It's very, very unique. But I do love it, and we were talking. That's one of my favorite horror films. So yeah, great job.
Father Karras and Father Merrin. So
There you go. Yeah, yeah. All right, excellent. So we're going to get started in just a moment, but I do want to just shout out a couple of people. One, we are running an Arcane Library adventure. If you have not heard of the Arcane Library, the link is in the YouTube description. Please check out their website. The woman who runs it is Kelsey Dion. The adventures there are excellent. Most of them are one-shots or could be broken up into smaller sessions, but they're really great, well-written 5th edition adventures. I highly suggest you check them out. And we are being sponsored tonight by the Etsy shop Twice as Nice Dice, which you'll see I've put some posts on social media. And we have a beautiful set of Vampiric Touch dice, which I will be using on the stream today. Now, only problem with my camera is my second camera is not that great. So I do have a couple of sets of Twice as Nice dice because I was gifted them by my players in the Descent to Avernus campaign. So thank you. So I do have a couple of extra sets. Whichever ones read better we'll be using right now. But again, I posted pictures on my social media. All the dice read very well. It is really, my second camera is just kind of junky. So, but we'll be using them on the stream. I have a dice cam set up. So I will be using all of my rolls with Twice as Nice dice here on the cam. I've got my hand on the cam now. You can't all see this, but the people at home can. And we'll be rolling them. I've got the Vampiric Touch dice here. I'm actually going to turn on the light a little bit more. I kept it a little dark to be spooky, but I'll turn that up in just a second. And then, before we begin, do you have any other last things to say? Any last questions before we begin?
GLHF, everyone.
Yes, good luck. Good luck. Okay. Excellent. All right, so we're going to begin. I'm going to set the music up here. Oh, and we are using tabletop audio for our music. That is also in the link. Okay, here we go. Start this up again. Okay. All right. All right, everybody. Let us dive in. The Masque of the Worms. The adventure begins with all of your characters in the sunlit meeting hall of Baron Henrik Rene, the well-respected lord of the nearby towns and farmholds. Henrik Rene is a tall man with a red beard and a strong jaw. He has a commanding presence, typically, but he is crumpled over with worry. The Baron sits in his chair with his head in his hand, having just explained to you that his beloved wife, Baroness Eleanor Rene, is missing. He tells you she attended a masque at Count Libram Moldavia's estate, Moldavia Manor, just a few nights ago. She has not returned home, nor has any word arrived from the manor. And that is why I've called you here. I want you to go and find Eleanor. This is the first time most of you have probably met the Baron, although, you know, being from this region, again, we're you're kind of you travel a lot, but your guild that you're working with that puts you all together as adventurers is in this region, and so this is maybe the first time you're meeting in person, but you know of the Baron and Baroness. So that is what he asks. How do you respond?
Sounds like fun.
Well, I hope it is not fun. I hope that you find Eleanor and everything is perfectly normal, but I'm worried. It's been over 2 days.
My
Oh,
friend
don't worry
misspoke. We are
about that.
sorry to hear about your loss. We are so sorry to hear about your loss. Could you tell us more about your wife? Did she frequent this manor often?
No, my wife is lovely, beautiful, in fact. She wore a blue dress to the gown. She has dark features, dark hair. He even shows you in his estate room, his meeting room, that there is a portrait of the two of them, so you can get a glimpse of what she may look like. It says no, she did not frequent Moldavia Manor. In fact, not many people have frequented the Moldavia estate in the last few years. but she was there to, you know, there was the honoring of the new Baron, or the new Count Libram, who took over for his father. And she was just doing her Baroness duty while I stayed here and negotiated with some trade partners.
And have you been at this manor ever, recently or in the past?
In the past, many years ago, but mostly for, you know, larger functions, noble functions. But ultimately, I could not go to this masquerade that they were having. I had to stay here, so she went in my stead. Or she went for the both of us. Oh, my Eleanor.
Did anybody see her leaving the ball?
We haven't heard word from the manor, and it's been over 2 days, over 48 hours.
Why didn't you go?
To the ball, or to... You're asking him about going to the ball or going to check on her? Is that what you're saying?
To the manor, to the ball.
He was negotiating with trade partners, and he needed to stay. He would have liked to have gone. It has been many years since he was there, and he did truly, you know, he respected Libram's father, Fortuno, but, you know, he was unable to attend. So the Baroness went with a servant.
So nobody. Oh, I was going to ask who accompanied her. Was it a servant?
Yes, a servant. They took a carriage, and the carriage was not spotted on any roads or anything like that.
Did you question this servant?
It is possible that the driver or the servant could have, but I wouldn't. No one returned.
No one returned.
No one returned. And no other families have heard a response from the manor.
So nobody saw her leave the Masque, and nobody saw her outside in the carriage?
No.
No witnesses?
None that I know of.
Can you tell us more about this new Count Libram? What is he like? What was his father like?
He's young. He's only 20 years old. His father was a respectful man, an honorable man. Libram, he was a little bit of a troublemaker growing up, but see, his father went missing 3 years ago. And just recently, they decide to give the title of Count to his son.
Missing, you say? Under what
Yes.
circumstances?
There was a lot of dark rumors and mystery surrounding Fortuno's death. It was sudden and suspicious, and we have not been able to find his body. He's gone missing. So, they waited a few years before making any decisions, but the family has decided to promote Libram to Count.
And when you say the family, are there other relatives involved? A mother, perhaps, siblings?
No, Libram was an only child, and his mother has been since deceased, but all the families of Moldavia have decided it.
Could you get us an audience with this Count? I think we should go talk to him.
That is why I'm requesting the services you provide. Because the Count was disappeared in such sudden and mysterious circumstances, I thought it best to get people with your specialty to investigate for me.
We are happy to do this service for you, but can you give us anything that would aid our quest?
Of course.
A way to get there, perhaps?
I can provide horses for you, yes.
We would be very, very grateful.
And I will do anything to bring back my Eleanor. I will pay you each handsomely, 100 gold pieces each, if you should accept.
I will accept.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm down. Let's go.
All right. Is there any other things you want to ask him?
Can I ask him why they had a ball at this mansion that appears to have been kind of abandoned or not lived in for a while? Doesn't seem like my first.
Oh no, sorry. The estate, the manor, Moldavia Manor, that is where Libram lives.
Oh.
That is where Libram lives. However, they had the Masque to, commemorate, to honor Libram for becoming the new count. So this should have been a happy time, a time of celebration.
How do you feel about him becoming count?
It made sense. He's old enough now, and his father was, like I said, a respectful man, so we will respect his wishes. However, I am just so distraught for my Eleanor. Without her, I am a lion made a mouse. I must have her back.
I want to ask you an uncomfortable question, my friend.
Anything.
Are you having problems, or have you had problems with Eleanor in the past? That maybe, has she ever done this before? Would she run off on you?
Of course not. He gets, his anger rises, although he's a
I
very...
don't mean to offend you, I just have to ask these questions. I'm trying to be pragmatic.
Putting his hands, his face into his hands, he says, I know, I apologize. I know you're just trying to do your jobs, and I should let you take over from here on out. But no, we were very happy, and there would be no reason why she would have left.
Does she have any enemies? Do you have enemies?
I mean, all political figures would have enemies, but would not think this would be the case. And if it was, I'd pay any ransom.
Well, if you could tell us or give us a list of any possible enemies who might have abducted her for a ransom, that would be helpful.
He looks to an advisor to kind of like say that we will discuss and try to gather. However, it will take some time to think about all the potential possibilities. I don't have anyone that I have made enemies with recently. We have a peaceful village here, and most people are happy.
And for you, Count, would he have any enemies, rival families, perhaps? Any cousins
Perhaps.
that would want to take over his seat?
Perhaps, but that would have been something he took to the grave 3 years ago. None that I know.
Does he have any siblings that are in line to take his seat if he goes missing?
Oh yes, if Libram were to go missing, yes, there would be other family, but we would have to have meeting with the council of the Moldavia. So decisions would have to be made, of course, but ultimately, Libram is the rightful heir, and we all recognize that.
So everyone disappeared except him?
Libram, yes. No, only the father went disappeared. Actually, what you were just talking about. Only the father went disappeared. Like I said, it was a couple years ago. It wasn't recent. It's just until recently did the all the noble families agree that it's time for Libram to start assuming the position, that there's no hope in finding his father. Okay.
Aurel can
Now-
see that this lord is kind of distraught, so he will kneel by him and place a hand on his shoulder and say, "My lord, trust that we will do everything in our power to bring your wife back. We will bring light back into this dark house."
Oh, that would make me the happiest man on earth, and I will repay you. I promise.
How long do you think it'll take you to grant us an audience? Get him to grant us an audience, that is.
I don't know what is going on at the manor. You have my permission. Go seek an audience with him. And the estate would be about a day's travel from here. So if you left now, you could get there by nightfall.
And we have that in writing, so we could show it to whoever is there.
Yeah, he'll give you some sort of documentation that you can, you're requesting an audience. Of course, he wants to know what's going on. Yeah.
Where can we find our horses? It seems we better be on our way.
He's going to ready them at the stable. They'll be ready shortly. So as long as you're ready to go, we can take the trip.
All right. Let's go to the stable.
Oh,
All right, excellent. Okay, so the day is spent traveling. Again, this is a pretty commonly traveled area. It's a populated area. The manor is more secluded. It's not necessarily near the township, but the roads you're traveling on, there's no dangers there. So we're going to go directly to the manor house. Okay, I'm going to switch screens on Roll20 so you can double check that. And I put in tokens for you just now. I don't know if you'll be able to use them, so if you can't, just drag your own token, okay? Okay. Tell me if you see everything okay. And there should be some lighting, the dynamic lighting on, but I have updated your tokens. Even the human characters all have a 5-foot radius of sight, just so you can see your token better. Does it all work?
Yep,
Everybody
I
good?
can move mine.
What about you all?
Yep, I can move mine now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not seeing mine.
I had to zoom out quite a bit.
I'm gonna need one for my trusted companion as well, Hawkeye.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget about him.
Oh, that's right. You love to have minions.
Bear is so pumped at the mention of hockey.
He's not a minion. He is a friend.
Yeah. Sure.
That's right. You tell him.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the map on my Roll20, Bobby.
Okay. Do you see black? Is it all black?
I see black, yeah.
It's all
Yeah,
black,
zoom
right?
out all the way.
Yeah, I had to zoom out quite a bit.
It's quite a small radius that we should be seeing right now, right?
Yeah.
Very small.
Yeah, well, you only have human sight, so it's 5 feet.
Ah,
Okay.
Can I move that little birdie?
I'm gonna give you permission to now. Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Although, yeah, let me just. I'll give you. I make a token eventually in the future, but for now, I'll just make him. You're able to use him, Dobby. Okay, you
Yeah,
got him.
cool.
Does that work there, Dobby?
Yep, all good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Steve, what are you saying? You can't see?
It's all black.
Okay. You are right here. I don't know if you see my space there, but I'll. At the very worst, I could.
I mean, I'm watching on YouTube on my phone, so I can see the map on YouTube.
Oh well. Yeah, you shouldn't see that necessarily, but yes. That's funny. Okay, so yeah, let me do this, Steve. What browser are you on, Steve? Just curious. Are you on like Chrome, Google?
I'm not using Chrome.
No.
Actually,
That might
no,
be
Safari. Well, I'm using Safari. I went on
Safari. I know that sometimes browsers have a hard time with the dynamic lighting, but if you can see on YouTube, that's fine. Just tell me where to move your character, then I'll move him. Okay?
back onto it.
Yeah, if you have Chrome, that would be probably better. Check to see if that works, and then if not, we're good. So I've placed you all here. Do you have light sources for the humans?
I have a lantern that I carry with me everywhere.
Okay, great. So I'm going to give you the lantern sight, which is 40 in total. I'll up it to that.
I have the cantrip light as well.
Okay, so Dobby, if you cast light, I will emanate light from you.
Also, just to let everyone know, like I have enhanced dark vision, so I
Yes.
can see for 120 feet in the dark.
Yes.
Whoa.
You can see
fancy.
great. So, Dobby, what's the light again for, is it 30 feet and 60?
It's 20 feet and then another
And 40?
20 feet dim.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to put it to 40. That'll work. So right now, you should all be seeing a variety of different light sources. Dobby is glowing, so you should be able to see him wherever he goes. You should be able to see your normal sight, and Dasha, you should be able to see from your lantern. And I'll make that shine bright, actually. I'll do that too. You should be able to shine your light. Okay. So everybody's good now? Can everybody see? Steve, can you see?
I'm trying to log on Roll D20.
Okay. All right, you get on. Otherwise, you can use the YouTube channel. I'll try to keep things a little hidden on my screen here. All right, so the 6 of you arrive at the Moldavia estate. You're on the grounds, and the estate is ahead of you. Weathered and gloomy, the manor sits in the dense, among the dense and sickly trees. Mold and moss collect along its stone walls and under the eaves. There are high, tall windows that ring the manor's walls. The wooden front door is closed. You see stables, especially people like Michelle can see in the distance here. There are some stables and some additional housing around back. There's a dark pond also to the east. next to the manor that ripples in the chilly wind. And since you arrived at nightfall, it is dark outside, so you're relying on your light sources to see. Okay. So, how would you like to proceed here?
I'm gonna kind of take a look around. Does it look like there's anyone home? Like, do I see any lights coming from the house at all, or?
There are no light sources coming from the house. You don't see any lights.
Can I send Hawkeye over to a window, take a peek in?
Sure. You send Hawkeye around the side or to the front to see a window. When he reports back, though, all of the windows are their shutters are closed.
Well, looks like there's nothing to see here, guys. Why don't we head back and we'll come back in the morning? Seems like
My
a
friend,
great
we made
idea.
a promise. We made a promise. We cannot leave yet.
Hey, whose idea was it to come at night again? I forgot.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just set up
the
camp.
the Baron just wanted you to do it as soon as possible, so you left as soon as the meeting was over, and it took you all day to get here.
Well, guys, just to let you know, since I can see pretty far out there, I don't see any bad guys. It's just us right now.
Yeah.
That's reassuring.
How about,
So-
how about on the other side of that big door? You see anything past there?
I do not see anything past there. That door is definitely a blind spot.
That's what I'm worried about.
So, like I said, there's the manor house in front of you. There are stables and housing around the property, and there's a lake to the right.
So, does anybody want to try finding another entrance?
Well,
Yeah, go right ahead. Go.
What-
You're-
What's the light to the right? What does that look like?
Well, do we still have our horses? We should probably put them in the stables.
Just what I was thinking. And see if there's signs of life in the stables as well. If there was a large party here just a few days ago, it seemed that there would be signs of, other horses, carriages passing through.
Sure. Okay, let's do it. Let's go to the left. You can see, Michelle can definitely see, but everybody, if you start moving along the path here, you will see the stables on the left-hand side as you continue. So move your characters up here towards the stables. And Steve, how you doing?
Stables are far.
I can see
Hey.
tokens being moved. I can't, but there's no map. It's just a black screen with tokens moving on them.
Okay, you were able to see on YouTube though?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll do your best, but try to log in on Chrome. That might work the
I
problem.
was
out.
on Chrome. It's not working.
Oh, you were. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's so strange. Okay.
No big deal.
All right. But as long as you can see, though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Great. Okay. So you see these stables here, and 3 of the stable doors are closed. 1 is open. Inside the open stable here, you see a horse that is lying on the floor, lying on the ground, not moving.
Yeah, just dead creepy horse thing. I think this is where I leave it to the strong.
Well, is it
Strong
is it
people.
actually dead? I walk over to it. I have animal handling. Would that be correct to roll that?
Sure. Yeah, you can try to wake it up, get it to stand up. Sure, do it.
Yeah. Oops. 13 plus 4, so that's a 17.
Yeah, after a couple of quick commands and you don't really get a response, you kind of go to pet it. You do realize this horse is dead. It is not breathing. It doesn't seem to have any sort of reaction to your touch. And after a few moments of kind of inspecting the horse, and you realize it's dead.
Hey everyone, I think the horse is dead.
Yeah.
Are there
I'll look up to Yagmir and ask, Yagmir, perhaps as our cleric, you could divine what killed this creature.
are there any wounds on it? Does it look like it's been killed or died of natural causes?
Give me a medicine check.
Can I investigate the surrounding area of the horse?
Sure. Roll the check and roll 20.
A 7.
You don't find anything out of the ordinary. You do find items in there, though, that you don't really need to check for. You see horse tack and carriages, a variety of them. In fact, there's a bunch. And behind the stables are a bunch of carriages. So after a quick look inside the first stable and around back, you notice that there should be quite a bit of people here at the manor. And Steve, what'd you get for your Yagnir get for the medicine check? Oh, you rolled a D100.
Oh, sorry, dude.
There you go. 13, and what's your total?
The dice is not appearing on my screen.
Oh, really? I see in the chat, though, you should see your numbers, though, at least. That wouldn't get us.
Sorry, yeah, 13.
13. So total of what? What's your total medicine? Probably going to be high. Your wisdom's pretty high. So Steve, you noticed that this horse most likely died from
16 total.
16 to yes, perfect. So you know that this horse probably died from some sort of heart condition. It's got similar signs of maybe like having a heart attack, or maybe it was, in fact, frightened to death.
Is there anything surrounding it? Anything looking suspicious? Out of the ordinary?
No, all the other than the carriages and the tack that was found in the stable.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, there are other stables here if you would like to look at them, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the next one because clearly I can't put my horse in a stable that has a dead horse in it. So I'd like to go to the next stable to see if I can put my horse in that.
Sure. So you look into the stables here, and the first stable is empty, but similarly, there's other tack and some of the what's it called, the running gear for the horses. All of the other ones have horses in there, a variety of different horses that are some of them are spooked. So like when you open the door, they're alive, but they're very frightened of you. Looks like they gave them a pretty good shock when you open the door. And some of them are also dead on the floor. So within each stable, maybe 1 out of 2 or 3 are alive. Okay.
Can I go behind the stables and investigate one of the carriages?
Sure. Yep. The carriages, you don't have to make a check for this. The carriages are empty other than perhaps some small personal items. Nothing would reveal anything other than there should be people here at the manor.
I'm going to kind of tell the group that I'm going to keep watch outside here. I'm going to kind of look down the path we just traveled.
Okay.
Just kind of spooked at this point.
Sure. So I need a Constitution saving throw from Steve, from Yagnir, from Brahm, Dobby, and anybody else go near the stables?
I saw the
You,
carriages
Dasha?
there.
Yeah, the carriages, yes. So the 4 of you give me Constitution saving throws.
I'm an 18.
Great. That's good.
I'm still trying to log in on Chrome, sorry.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
An 11 for Dobby.
Gotcha.
18 plus 1, 19.
Great. Excellent. Dobby, you know that feeling like when you're getting sick? Like you get the tightness in the throat, you feel a little cold, chilly. You
Like
feel that...
The chills.
Yeah, like the onset of a cold. You feel that coming on right now all of a sudden. You felt fine on the ride here, but now... Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh, gross, man. Not good. You don't sound
6
so
feet,
good.
6 feet, everyone.
Uh-oh.
6 feet.
Yeah,
6 feet.
Guys, I'm not feeling too good over here, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, Dobby. So that's if you you're more, like you said, you're more than welcome to share that with everybody. But you feel maybe it's because you're seeing these dead horses kind of like spooking you out, or maybe making you a little nauseous or something. But you just feel like the onset of a cold coming on.
I rolled a 4, Bobby.
You feel the same way, surprisingly. Yeah. As soon as Dobby says, "Oh, I feel not feeling so hot," you all of a sudden are like, "Yeah, I'm kind of not feeling that great either."
What is this building that is to the northeast of the stables?
You don't know, but you would assume that it's some sort of housing. An estate like this might have many people working on it.
I will suggest to the group that we perhaps go and see if there's signs of life there as well. Perhaps this is where the guests were lodging.
Yeah, that
Good
sounds
idea.
good. I mean, these aren't our horses anyway, so let's just tie them up here.
Sure, so you can tie your horses either outside of the stables or somewhere where it's just they're not going to go anywhere, even if they aren't in the stable with the other horses. That would be fine.
Yeah. Hey, Bob, while we were walking around, I'm going to start to cast detect magic as a ritual.
Okay, great. 10 minutes? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's go to the lodging. There are windows on this side, the west side, and the doors to them are in the front, but the windows do appear to be open, viewable.
I will
So,
peek into the first window I come to.
sure.
Are-
There.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Michelle.
Are the windowsills lower than 3 feet in height by any chance?
These ones might be just about 3 feet. The manor house, it's kind of elevated when you get to the manor. I can describe it better, but you do get steps up, so it's, the windows there actually are kind of like on a 1.5 level. It's like 1.5 floors up, so those would be far too high for anybody to look into. But these ones are, I'll even say you could look, if you get on your tippy toes, you could look and see.
Okay, I'm 3'4", so just kind of like
Yeah, you could
figuring
see.
out how to interact with the
I would
windows.
say you could see through these windows, yeah. They are surprisingly empty. You know that there's quite a bit of staff for a house like this, but there's nobody inside them. Or at least nobody in the ones you're looking in.
Any possessions of people?
Yes, there are, yeah. If you were to look inside each of them, you'd find about 4 gold pieces worth of mundane valuables.
And
Clothing.
Does it look like the beds have been slept in?
They do not.
Can I hear anything coming from inside?
Give me a perception check.
Mhm.
Total, 11?
An 11.
You don't hear anything coming from these rooms, but you do hear something, a faint whimpering sound coming from beyond to the next building.
The next building in which direction?
To the east. Yeah, you can move your characters. Yeah.
Hey
move your
guys, I hear
characters.
something this way.
You see the building now, Dobby?
I think so.
By the way, I
Yep.
love the dynamic lighting because it's just so much creepier. You can't see everything.
Very good.
Saying, hey, wait for me.
Okay.
Do I see anything in this building?
No, but as you get closer, the whimpering is more audible. You can tell it's coming from this structure here.
From inside?
Yeah.
Could we hear it? Could we all hear it at this point?
Now that Dobby has pointed it out to you and you listen for it, yes. You hear some like whimpering or crying coming from within.
Are you sure you guys
Forever.
don't want to just come back in the morning?
Hey guys, who wants to go check this out?
Hey, let's go check this out.
Yeah. We're in the back, right? So we have to go. Let's go towards the front.
Yes, those are
Put my
yours.
hand firmly on Bolin's shoulder and like push him along a little bit. Like, if I can do this, friend, you can too.
At this point, you're kind of like dragging me. You just feel like
Sure.
my feet dragging, in the cartoons.
All right, so move yourselves to the front and you can see the doors here. Which door would you like to open?
I'm going to check the first one.
I'll check the
Okay.
second one.
Okay. So the doors, when you open them, you can all see into them, right? When you move yourselves near it, right?
Yes.
So when you move in, again, you see empty beds. They're made. Doesn't look like anybody slept in them, and mostly some, like I said, a few gold pieces worth of valuables. However, as you're opening the doors, you hear the whimpering coming. At the last door, you see a young girl, and I will just switch to this view, at the door, kind of peeking out at you all. Can you see her now?
I jump. Who
Yeah.
are you? And I have like my bow kind of like drawn at this point, but I'm like fumbling.
Right. So
At
you're
this
you're
point.
fumbling to knock an arrow back, aim it at the little girl.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So the this little girl is young, maybe 5 or 6 years old, you would estimate. She has curly brown hair. She's wearing a torn and soiled nightgown. And she sees you all, and once she notices that you saw her peeking behind the door, she closes it very quickly and goes back into the room.
So did you guys see that?
It looks like this child has lived through something terrible.
I'll go and knock on the door and ask her, child, could you open the door for us? We're here to help you.
You just
I
hear
will
the...
accompany you.
Sure, so you're all at the door, basically, and Steve, you knock, and you say...
I have my hood up, over covering my face, so she can't see, that I'm a tiefling.
Okay, all right. How do you want to persuade her to get out of the room?
Do I do a persuasion check?
Yeah, sure. And then once you roll it, tell me what you say. So what's your persuasion total with a 14?
And I didn't see my number come up.
Oh, I see it. It's a 14. Yeah.
Okay.
If it's too hard, Steve, you could roll the dice. If something's not working on there, you can roll dice.
I don't know why this thing isn't working. Okay,
That's
there
fine.
it is.
You can roll dice. That's fine.
Oh, it's cool.
So what do you say with your presumably 15 or 16 or whatever your persuasion is?
It would be a 16. I would say, child, you don't have to be afraid of us. We're here to help you. Can you open the door?
And she mutters back, how do I know you're not going to hurt me?
Well, I'll introduce myself and the names of all my companions, my friends here, and I'll say, we're here to help you. You have my word.
I kind of say like, hey, everyone likes food, and I take some food out from like my pack and kind of give it to say like,
Ooh, you got any more?
Dobby, not now. So the little girl, you hear the lock mechanism unlock at the sound of food, and you introduced all their names. She unlocks the door and opens it slowly and peers out from the door. And she says, "You promise?"
I say, yeah. I say, what's your name?
She sniffles, and she's obviously wiping tears away from her eyes. She says,
I'll give her a little handkerchief to wipe her tears.
she may not take it still, but she'll open the door, and she'll say, "My name is Jenny."
I'll get down. I'll kneel down so I'm at her level, so she doesn't have to look up to me. So I'm like, and I'll keep a distance so as not to make
Sure.
her.
Yeah,
My
she does.
hood all the way,
Yeah, you don't want to frighten the child. Although presumably she has seen tieflings. They're not an uncommon, super uncommon race. But still, I hear you. So she says, "My name is Jenny Alsby, and my mom, I don't know where she is."
You live here, Jenny?
Yeah, we live here. My mommy works for the Count.
What are you doing out here? Is this where you live? Your house?
Well, the other day, my mommy was working in the kitchen, and I heard some screaming. There was a big party here, but then lots of people were yelling and shouting, and I didn't know what was going on, so I stayed here. I haven't left.
So you've been out here since then?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
I'm really hungry.
I'll give her some food from my stores.
Yeah, so Christian, you give her some food. What did you both give her? You gave her some rations, or?
yeah.
Yeah.
Some water.
Yeah, so you give her some water and some food, and she gulps it all down.
Just check on her to see if she's okay.
Yeah, give me a medicine check, yeah. Actually, no, you don't need to roll it. You don't need to roll it. You can just look at her. She's basically, her story sounds correct. I mean, she's basically soiled herself. She's probably just in her bed for the last 2 days. So,
Okay.
yeah. She says, "Is my mommy coming home soon?"
Oh,
We'll try to find your mommy.
we'll go look for her though.
I kind
Is
of
she-
whispered
Tell
to
us-
Dobby, like, man, based on those horses, I don't know.
I want to kneel down next to her and ask, child, can you tell us where your mother worked?
Mhm.
Can you tell us how to get to the kitchens?
Yeah, she works in the manor house right there. She works in the kitchen. Her name is Bessie.
Why don't we go over there and check it out?
Please don't leave me.
I am not taking a kid with me.
No, we can't do that. Maybe one of us could stay behind and keep an eye on her.
Hey, does anybody have some tea or something? Because my throat is really.
I am not taking a kid with me.
No, we can't do that. Maybe
Oh,
one
is
of us
yeah.
could stay-
We got echo going on there.
Yeah, I put it on YouTube. So I
Oh,
can see.
gotcha. Yeah, perfect. Just
Yeah.
keep the volume low. Yeah. So, don't want to take the kid with you. Dobby wants tea.
Yeah.
There's probably-
I think
you know-
we have to take the kid. We don't know our way around this manor.
There's probably
And-
tea in the kitchen, Dobby.
You guys want to go check the kitchen?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
We'll bring the girl with us then, so she can eat some food from the kitchen.
Okay, great.
Uh,
I think it's best she stay in her room. I'll tell you what, hold tight for like an hour.
I guess I could stay here for a little bit, but can your birdie stay with me?
the thing is,
I like birds.
How can you say no
I'm
to
gonna quickly send Hawkeye to the other familiar realm. Oh, he's gone. I don't know what happened.
Oh my god. So you just like wave Dobby or Hockey off. He's gone.
I pretend to go wave Hawkeye to come here, but actually
You
sending him to
telepathically
the-
tell him to
to
leave.
the other realm,
Wow.
and I don't know what happened.
Okay. She goes, "Well, oh, okay. I guess I could stay here.
Sorry, kiddo.
I guess that's okay."
Pharrell is shocked and appalled at Dobby's behavior. This is not a chivalrous thing to do. So he will lean next to the child and give her an amulet that he carries everywhere and say, "Here, girl, take this. Hold it close to your heart and it will protect you.
Oh,
Stay
it'll
safe
keep
and
me safe?
And if that doesn't work, just scream really loud.
I'll come
she-
down.
Stay hidden."
She grabs the amulet and holds it right close to her chest. She goes, "Oh, good. I feel like my heart can't take much more, so I'm glad that I have this necklace to protect me." She goes, "There's one last thing I think I should tell you, because if I did anything that would hurt my mom, I'd feel really, really bad. You see, I did something terrible the other day."
Did it involve horses?
What? No.
Okay, never mind.
No,
Never
horses.
mind.
But
What did you do?
do you know the story of the Willow Man?
Do we know that?
Give me a history check if you think your character might know this. You can give me a history check.
Well, I've been around a while, so
Yeah, Dobby, you probably would have this random fact in your brain.
Dobby knows all.
Nope.
apparently not. I have an 8.
Oh, I quick felt. That Willow Man, he's like a guy who eats willow branches, right? Like fiber?
What?
That's
What?
a thing.
No. No.
I
But
got
Steve,
it.
Steve, you have a
nothing.
good idea.
Yeah.
In your opinion, it's probably it's the equivalent of like the boogeyman. Okay? And she tells
Yeah, why don't we ask her what is he?
well, she's going to explain, but your preconception of this is you've heard of this before. It's the boogeyman type character. But she says the Willow Man is this creature that lives under willow trees, and it snatches up, little boys and girls if they've been naughty, and the other day I stole cookies. And she starts to cry. She's like, from the kitchen, and if I did anything that would hurt my mom.
So this is all your fault?
No.
She starts to
No.
cry when Dobby says that.
No. I like push Dobby away. You're traumatized, poor
How
child.
could you?
It is my fault, isn't it?
I
No,
don't
this
understand
is
these
not
human
no
children.
fault of your own.
Don't understand these human children.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure you didn't do anything wrong, Jenny.
All right. Well, she kind of calms down after a quick cry and agrees that it's probably not the case, but she really wants to see her mommy again. So if you could bring her mommy back, that would be awesome.
Does somebody want to stay behind and watch her while we go to the kitchen? Or I'll do it, I don't mind.
I don't think it's wise to split up in this darkness.
Yeah, true, yeah.
I agree.
She's gonna have to, I'll tell who's ever opposed, she has to come with us then.
Okay. So wait, you want to take her with you now?
No, we're not taking the kid.
No.
She's
I thought the idea is that she's going to stay here with the amulet that she
I
thinks
think
is
we
going to
could
protect her.
split up the party.
You never split the party.
It's like a perfect horror movie
Right, you don't
trope
split the
there.
party, so the kid's got to come with us.
Nah,
She's
she's
just
not
thinking of hiding here. For
Yeah,
2
the
days.
girls- I think Dasha convinced her to stay here with the amulet. So,
Okay.
Alright,
It smells
so-
too. I don't want her.
yeah,
All right.
she really
Bear's
does
gonna
smell.
run
yeah.
around and grab a couple pillows from the other rooms and then bring them to her and say, "Hey, cuddle with these."
There you
Aw,
go.
perfect. She
Drop off
she
some
accepts
pillows.
them and yeah, she welcomes the new bedding, which is obviously messed up from her room. So, okay. So where would you like to go now? You want to head to the manor?
To the kitchen.
Yes, to the kitchen.
To the kitchen. All right. Place your characters at the front.
Where?
Oh. Well, you can move your characters wherever you'd like, but I was thinking the front. All the windows are boarded up. Not to say that you have to go in the front door, but all the windows are higher elevation and they're boarded up. So you have not checked the front door.
Is
You
this
have checked
just
the
one
windows.
main entrance? Is it just one main entrance to the house, or is there a back, like, servant's entrance?
There is not. There's just the main entrance.
Has my detect magic gone off yet?
Sure. Yep.
All right. Do I
Um,
detect anything?
Oh, yes, and I do need a couple of things from everyone. When you heard that story about the Willow Man, your brain told you, obviously, this is a children's story, but, you know, in the back of your mind, perhaps, maybe there is some truth to it. Especially Dobby and Yagnir. So, Dobby and Yagnir, give me intelligence, sanity saving throw. Oh, and for those of you who are watching, we are using an alternate sanity madness mechanic. I actually plan on doing a video about it soon, but we are going to be using it throughout the campaign, which kind of be like the connective glue from session to session, since these are all one-shots. But the sanity system is basically everybody has a certain number of sanity points, and when something harrowing happens, it may cause a intelligence, wisdom, or a charisma saving throw to ward off the sanity effect. And although this wasn't too crazy of a story, and she was telling it, a 6-year-old was telling it, the two of you are feeling generally uneasy right now. So what do we get here? I see a 19 from Steve and an 8 from Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Dobby, you are going to lose 1 point of sanity. So on our chart, you
You're
go
going
from
crazy
6 to
here,
5.
guys.
You go from 6 to 5. As well, Dobby, you also start to hear, very audibly the pounding of your heart. Bum 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 bum. And it won't stop. It's going on for maybe the last minute of you preparing your detect magic spell. It's not that bad yet, so you're able to avoid the distraction and finish the spell, but you feel like if that was going on the whole 10 minutes, that would be very hard for you to concentrate on your spells. Okay.
Is it still going, or does it stop at all?
After about a minute, it starts to, subside, but you do feel like your heart is racing.
Okay.
Okay. And
So
that
I'm kinda-
story just gave you the chills. Okay. All right. So place yourselves at the front. I'll move the characters up top that I still see here. Okay. Great. All right. How would you like to proceed here?
Is the door locked? We already checked.
The door is not locked. If somebody were to jiggle the handle or something like that, you could tell it's not locked.
I'll take a
Did
step
I lose
forward
your
then.
character, Dasha? Where'd your character go?
I'm there.
Oh, so Dobby was on top of you there.
Hmm.
Okay. So, yeah, the door to the mansion is unlocked, and in fact, when you get close to it to grab the handle, you notice that it kind of opens slightly ajar. So it was definitely unlocked, maybe even was open, and breeze
Can
is
we
kind of...
listen in first before we walk in?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, give me a perception check. The entire group can give me a perception check if you'd like.
Hey guys, I'm having second thoughts about this. I don't think we should go in there.
Aw, come on, man. What's so scary?
I don't know about this.
Hurled a 21 for my perception check.
Okay, great. Keep track. Anybody that got a 10 or higher, you don't hear anything. But it's very obvious for those who got a 10 or higher that something absolutely reeks inside. Once the door is open, if you were close enough or you got a high enough check, you smell just the foulest rotting smell coming from within.
Like rotting, like the smell of death, or rotting meat, or rotting food?
I would say that if Christian, you can tell it does smell like there might be a dead body, because you have, as a hunter, you've smelled corpses before. You know that odor, but you also do smell food rotting too.
So I tend to take like a step or two back, and I'm kind of like, it smells like dead body, or a dead body.
Hey,
Corpse.
why are you moving closer to me?
Whoa,
Keep your
whoa.
distance.
All right,
Oh,
all
it
right.
smells worse than the
It's
stables.
a little dark here.
Oh, thank you.
Well, let's
Yeah.
open the door slowly.
Yeah, you guys
Dasha?
go ahead and do that. I'm gonna hang back a couple steps.
Is
Thank you
uh
for
Step
talking
forward
about
and
the smell,
open the door.
guys. Bear doesn't have a sense of smell. Thank you
So-
for telling Bear.
right? Well, Bear lived underground for the last couple of years, right? Like exclusively underground. So I can't imagine what the bear den smells like.
I mean, the sense of smell has honestly been numbed at this
Yeah.
point.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank
Fair
you
enough.
for describing that.
Dasha, are you going to be the door opener? Is everybody okay with that?
I
Yeah.
will. I will step forward to the door, but I won't touch it with my hand. I'll use the tip of my long sword to kind of
Okay.
push it forward. Push it
Sure.
open.
So you nudge the door with your sword, and it opens up into a entrance hall. The hallway is decorated with dark tapestries, curtains, and suits of armor. There is a curtain that hides the entryway to what appears to be the rest of the manor, and that would be right ahead of you, right there. You do see a pale man in a torn costume lying on the floor on his back. Blood pools around him, and he clutches a bottle of wine. He is also wearing a raven, long-nosed, raven-like mask that is black, and he has shredded clothing, noble robes, and he's right here. I'm going to bring him to the token level.
Does he
There you
look
go.
young or old? Can we tell?
At a first glance, in the dark, with only your lantern dim light shining in, and the fact he's wearing a mask, no, you cannot tell his age.
I am going to walk up to him and grab the bottle, or at least poke the bottle to see if there's any wine still left in it.
Okay, so you approach this man, and he's not moving. He's kind of resting up against the wall, so like, head and neck and part of his back are kind of propped up, but the rest of his body is limp on the floor. You grab the wine?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the wine bottle.
Sure. So you grab the wine, and you see while you're picking it up, the label says that it is the or whatever the vineyard is, Amontillado. Amontillado wine. Amontillado. Amontillado wine. And once you kind of take it from his hand, you have it in your possession. But the man, once his hand falls from clutching it, wakes up and coughs out blood and says, "Wait! Stop! Please!" And he sees you all here.
I'm gonna.
Let me go up to him and do like a medicine check, see what's going on with this dude.
It's enough
Yeah.
for me. I've seen enough.
This guy isn't dead. Look at this.
I've seen enough.
Christian, you want to do something too?
I'm kind of wanted to tell Orel, I'm not getting in this house unless you find a way to turn on some lights or light some candles or something.
Bear's pretty grossed out at this.
I'm
whole
with him.
situation.
I've seen enough.
So do I see anything there with my dark vision? Any like any other shapes or anything like that?
Bear and Steve, you probably have the best dark vision in the group. The two of you see everything I described. Nothing lurking in a corner or a dark shadow or anything like that. The man...
I'll do, like I said, like a medicine check to see what's going
Sure.
on with this.
You can give me a medicine check, so I'll describe what the man is doing when you're so you start to inspect him, and he starts speaking in and out of another language that might be a dialect. It's common technically, but you don't really understand all of the words. And then he says to you that I need my wine. Yes, I needed my wine. Give me, please.
That would be a 20, the modifier.
Sure. So as you're inspecting him, and he doesn't necessarily want you touching him, but he's more focused on getting his wine back from Brom.
He's drunk, right?
You can tell based on your medicine check and the smell that he's drank quite a few bottles, and behind him, like he's basically lying on like 5 or 6 empty bottles of wine. He does
Is this the guy with the
also.
blood around him?
He does also have a few large circular marks on his back and his like side. You could see the blood was most of it is dried at this point, but every now and when he moves and lunges for the bottle, more blood seeps from those scabbing wounds. And it does hurt him, but probably because he's drank so much. Steve, your medicine check would tell you that he's also intoxicated. That might be helping him with the pain.
I'd like to inspect those wounds. What do they look like?
He won't really let you get a good look at them other than, like what you see from the shirt. If you'd like to take his shirt off and inspect them, you'd have to kind of talk to him about it.
I'll tell him, look, I'll introduce myself. My name is Yagvir. I'll do the same thing I did with Jenny. I'll introduce all my friends and say, we're here to help you. I'd like to check out your wounds, if you'll let me.
Are you, how you say?
I'll tell him I'm
A clown, yes. A jester, yes.
Yes, I'm a jester, so let me look at your wounds.
Ah. And he's still reaching for the wine bottle, Steph. If Brom wants to, you don't have to though. You can totally keep it. I know your character.
Oh
likes
no,
to.
I'm keeping it, man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like
yeah.
sniffing it, trying to figure out if it's poison, because this guy seems
Yeah.
very weird. I'm not drinking it. Like I'm not.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm
I will
definitely.
caution you to not drink that wine,
Yeah.
my friend.
I
Unless
kinda-
the other wine is known to be deadly.
I kind of
Anyone
like.
likes Edgar Allan Poe.
And I'm also just very sad that like I have it in my hand and I can't drink it. Like if that makes sense, even though I know I shouldn't.
Right. Like what a good waste of wine, right? Yeah. Christian,
Can I come up to the man and just take his mask off? Would he allow me?
you could probably just forcefully do it. Yes. Christian, what were you gonna say?
I'm just hiding like kind of like behind the door entrance, being like, ask if he knows Jenny.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
So you're
would you
calling.
Move over? Would you
you're
move
calling-
over? There's not enough room for the both of us over here.
You're
Bobby, I
calling
know
out
you're
from the
hungry.
door. You're calling out from the
Yeah.
door still. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So you hear Christian and you hear Bolin and Bolin or Bolin?
Bolin.
Bolin. You hear Bolin and Dobby from the Peanut Gallery outside, making their requests. Brom is holding the wine, sniffing it, inspecting it. It does smell like wine. In fact, a very fine vintage, if anything. Steve, you're asking to inspect the wounds.
You know what? I'm
and
just to lift up his shirt and look at the wounds. I don't...
okay, so you're going to basically force him to lift up his shirt, and same with Orel is going to remove the mask.
Yeah.
You remove the mask, and you see a 50-something-year-old man. Again, the clothes that he is wearing are fine noble's clothing, but they are shredded to bits, almost like rag pieces hanging from him at this point. He does have, once you remove the clothing aside, you do see that there are large circular marks about an inch or two deep into his body, about the size of like a dinner plate. So they are very large circular chunks of flesh missing from him that they've been oozing for a long time, scabbing over and then re-oozing. It's pretty gross. And most of his blood is on the floor in front of you. He says to Steve, when you confirm that you're a jester, he laughs incessantly. oh, I wished only to die laughing.
Why do you wish to die?
You
You know the little girl Jenny, whose mother works in the kitchen?
No, I no Jenny. And his accent, his dialect coming through. He goes, how you say, in terrible pain.
What happened to you?
Oh, the wine. I need the wine, please.
Do these wounds look like bite marks?
Give me an insight check, Steve. I'll give you advantage on this.
Okay.
I kind of scooch towards Dobby again and be like, this guy is kind of weird.
Hey, dude, I already asked you once. Back up.
I kind of like
Too
take
close.
I kind of like pull something out of my pack, like some food, and like, Dobby, I know you're hungry, so like kind of toss it to him, like piece of bread.
He
just,
said
like,
back up,
hope this
man.
holds you over, man.
Yeah,
How do I know this
Steve.
isn't poisoned?
Come in. We have wine now.
How do I know this food isn't
Conversation
poisoned?
happening.
You just
Yeah,
saw me
Steve. Steve, you do think these are bite marks of some creature. There's no way they were made with. They're almost too perfectly round for some sort of weapon. But the flesh looks like it was ripped and torn as opposed to like slash or cut surgically.
I'll tell everybody, guys, I think these are bite marks.
I want to ask the man what his name is.
My name, yes. Montresor. My name is Montresor. Tell me a joke, Jester.
I'll tell you a joke if you tell me what you're doing here.
I need a joke, so I can die laughing.
Yes, but what are you doing here? Do you live here?
No.
Does his accent, does he have like a nobility type of accent, or?
Yeah, probably. He has a distinguished accent. Perhaps one of the neighboring region cities. He might come from a neighbor where their dialect's just a little different. It's technically common, but
Okay.
you know, my mind, he's speaking like French or Italian or something like that. Okay, so he says that he's not from here, right? He doesn't live here. He says, I was here for the Masque. But the worms and the sounds, the beating. There it is again. My heart.
Wait, what?
My heart.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
Did he just say that he heard his heart?
Yes. Steve, he sees you going to like cast a spell or do something. He grabs your hand tightly, and he says, "No, it's no use. I'm, how you say, done for."
I mean, does he look like he's done for? I mean,
Yeah, your medicine. You got a 20 on your medicine check, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you think that you believe in your powers, but he does look like he's on the cusp of death. He might not. He might be beyond saving.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
I'll hold him back too and say, man, this guy's done. Like he just spit up all this blood. Let's save
Hey
that.
guys, I might be dying too. I don't know.
Oh no.
Dobby, no.
Also, yeah, Dobby needs tea or something. He said.
I also heard my heart before. It was weird.
Well, you know what? Let's
Yeah.
at least bind his wounds and see what happens, and maybe we should just like start checking out the rest of this house.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure,
let's leave this guy here for now.
sure. Dobby and Yognir, I do need another saving throw from you. This time it is going to be charisma based. This conversation, the way that this man is talking, this interaction is just really
Do I get the
exacerbated your
modifier
symptoms.
from the chart?
Yes, you do. Yes, and for reference here, as you go down on the sanity chart, as your sanity goes worse and worse, you start to get a natural resistance to further sanity. So you will add that bonus on the chart, the corresponding bonus, +1 to the roll.
I got a 9.
A 9? Dobby, you go down another sanity point. You're at the 4 sanity level.
I got a 17, and there'll be a 19.
You're passing. Yeah, you're good. You're good. So I will just I will read what we've got here. So ultimately, Dobby, you see you're gonna have to roll on the madness chart in the Dungeon Master's Guide. You see that?
Yeah, but I don't know what what's on that page.
I'll put the page up so you'll be able to see. Actually, you probably won't be able to see, but I will have it there for you so that everybody else in the world can see. All right, so I'm going to bring up the house rules here for our sanity chart. Dobby is at 4 sanity left, which means you're going to roll on the short-term madness chart on the Dungeon Master's Guide, page 259. The effect is going to last for a minute if you were to succumb to the... no, it's going to happen no matter what, but then every round you'll be able to resave so that hopefully this doesn't affect you long-term here. All right, go ahead. Roll on the chart. Give me a D100.
Any modifiers or no?
Oh, no modifiers. Just a straight-up D100.
Do I notice
49.
anything weird happening with Dobby while...
Oh, yes, you do. Dobby, you start
I got a
babbling.
49.
You start babbling and are incapable of normal speech or spell casting. So your detect magic spell dropped, although you did not detect magic at any point from the stables, the houses to the manor. So the effect went off and it was working until you got here. Okay. So Dobby
Very
starts
sensitive.
babbling and is incapable of normal speech and spell casting.
I go, guys, there's something wrong with Dobby.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm the only one outside at this point with him.
Oh yeah. Didn't he always sound like that?
No, he was 1 minute he's like, yelling at me because I'm too close to him or something, and now I was just babbling.
Dobby? Bear runs over.
I
Yeah,
shake
Bear.
my head and also walk outside and grab both Dobby and Bolin by the scruff of the neck and kind of like
Yeah.
I'm in the
Drag them
fetal
aside.
position at the moment, holding
go
my knees,
careful.
rocking back and forth.
I go, careful, he could be rabid.
This Bear, what do you do when you get to Dobby? This is your hero.
Dobby, hang in there, bud. Tell me, talk to me. What's going on?
I'll go.
That's actually the way to pronounce the deep gnome. The sniffles of Blin. The sniffles of Blin. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Do I think he's under the influence of like something evil?
I'll let you take a religion or arcana check for that. For Dobby, since a round has gone by, you can recheck for the save.
Is that I want? What do I roll for that?
Another charisma saving throw to see if you can end the madness early.
I'll do religion.
I'm +2 now, right?
Yes. Yeah.
as this is happening, can I walk up to, I sort of leave that situation and walk up to the door or the curtain that is covering the rest of
Yeah, you could push the
house?
curtain aside. Yeah.
I got a 20.
Before I do that, could I just like put my ear up to it and see if I hear anything?
Yeah, you made perception checks when you were at the door. The same perception check would basically be what's going on here. You don't hear anything. It's the smell, though, is getting worse.
Okay. So I just indicate to everyone that I'm ready to open the curtain, have my hand on it, kind of waiting for everyone to
Sure.
signal.
Dobby snaps out of his babbling fit, and Dobby, you feel like something just came over you. Just the fear overtook you, and you couldn't even concentrate on keeping detect magic up. That's something it's something you've done for years and years and years.
Is
No
everybody
problem
still
with-
standing around me?
Yeah,
I've left.
except for Bolin. Yeah.
I start
Or,
screaming at everybody to
Orel.
get away from me.
What?
I rolled a 16. So do I think that something evil came over him, or just something psychological, or?
You're very familiar with curses. This could be, he could be cursed. It could be something. Yeah, I mean, other times you've seen things like this, it's been people possessed, right? You're an exorcist,
I'll know
so
about that.
similar. Yeah.
If I cast protection from evil around, would that radius protect the whole group? Did I do that?
You could try. I think or protection is a person though, isn't it? I believe it's a
check.
one. Yeah. So check that up, and then we'll come back to it. I'll let you cast it if that's the case. Orel, would you like to push the curtain aside?
I will push the curtain aside.
Okay.
Actually, I won't even do it with my hand. I'll do it with my sword again. kind of.
Yes, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. So you push the curtain aside, and you reveal a scene of gore and terror ahead of you. This great hall is draped in fine white curtains. Well, and freshly painted white walls to match, or at least they were white. Red smears, smatterings of blood, and handprints not just dot the walls, paint over the white walls and curtains that were here in this room. Chairs and musical instruments are broken and strewn about the room. There are a few long tables laid with rotting food. There are rats squirming on top of all the plates and tabletops, consuming as much as they can. And there are 5 bloody, costumed bodies on the floor, located in the areas that you see here.
When Orel sees this, he has kind of a really bad reaction because he just got a flashback basically to what started him on his paladin lifestyle journey. It was when he found all of the monks in his temple slaughtered. So he just kind of like staggers backward and is shaken for a moment.
Sure. Give me a wisdom saving throw, Orel. Actually, everybody's going to need to make this, but it's a wisdom sanity saving throw. Orel, let's say you have disadvantage on this because of your background.
Okay.
What kind of check was it?
Wisdom sanity saving throw. So you'll get the bonuses because you're on the sanity chart.
Well, the protection from evil is only one person. You can do it on one person, not.
That's what I thought. So if you wanted to cast it on yourself, I would be fine with that.
I got a 5.
I'll keep it.
Oh, Dobby.
Got a 9.
I got a 12 with disadvantage.
So 12 passes. Bear, unfortunately, you succumb to sanity. You go down to 5. You have now +1 to save bonuses for sanity. You see the effect is general anxiety, paranoia, stress, fear. No in-game effect, but
This is the first time I've ever been on any kind of adventure, so like I'm just deeply, deeply affected by this, guys.
deep gnomely affected.
Wow, truly deep gnomely.
Yes. So let's see. So Dobby, you went down again, correct?
Yes.
Okay, Dobby.
Thing is like virtual dice jail for like Dobby's dice.
Seriously.
Oh man.
So on the next level, Dobby, you're going to roll me another short-term madness chart. This time this short-term madness is going to last for D10 minutes, the standard time for a short-term madness in the book. And you're also going to roll on the long-term madness chart, which will last for D10 hours. So the first one at 26. Dobby, you become incapacitated and spend the duration screaming, laughing, or weeping. Your choice there. So you get some.
Oh boy.
Get a
She's
decision
laughing.
there. Laughing. So you sit on the floor laughing as like a self-defense mechanism from seeing all this gruesome horror in front of you. Roll a d10 to see how long it lasts.
I'm just like, hey Dobby, what's so funny? I'm like really spooked, and it's like,
So
guys,
6 minutes. Okay. So
none of
you're
this-
there on the floor, totally out of it. And give me a long-term madness that you're going to have for d10 hours.
Is that also D100?
Yes, it is.
Oh God, Dobby.
45.
Okay, so you experience a powerful delusion. Choose a potion. So I will probably just say you could pick. Well, let's say. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Because you're a powerful wizard you used to be a powerful wizard. Let's say that you are. What was it a spell that you had in Avernus that you cast a lot? That was like a set when you cast on yourself.
Shield or mage armor?
Mage armor, then. So you believe you have mage armor cast on you now. So you're going to imagine that you're under the effects of mage armor. Okay? So you would not cast mage armor because you feel like you have it already cast. Fair enough?
Okay. And
Okay.
that lasts for how long?
A D10 hours. 4 hours. So for the next 4 hours, most likely this adventure, you will believe that you have cast mage armor, and there's no need for you to cast mage armor in the future. You also, for the next, 5 minutes, are basically laughing uncontrollably on the floor, wherever you are. Where's your character? You're at the door still?
I'm,
So you're laughing
at
at
the
the
door.
you're laughing at the entryway. Okay. So everyone else, you may interact with the room.
I cast detect evil around Dobby to maybe pinpoint where this is coming from,
No, you don't detect evil coming from Dobby. No.
or like within 30 feet of him. I mean,
You do detect evil coming from within this room here.
Can I pinpoint it, or it's just I know it's within the room?
I believe you can pinpoint it, but it does take time to pinpoint. I'm going to just double check the length there, unless you have it open.
I had it open.
What was it that you just cast?
Detect evil.
Detect evil.
Is that same as Divine Sense? Or is that different?
No, it's different. Detect evil is a spell. So during the duration, which is up to 10 minutes, you can sense if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you. Although it does sound very similar to the Divine Sense, although there might be some nuance to what the difference is. Within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. You do sense that these bodies in the room are emanating the evil. Yeah, that's what you sense. You sense these bodies. They may be, may have been magically desecrated or something like that, but the source, you don't know how they are evil, but they look like dead bodies on the floor.
I'll tell the group something's coming from those bodies. There's some sense of evil. Something's coming from them, emanating from them.
Yeah, I guess the only one you'd be able to see and sense would be this one, because it's within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
Are any of the bodies wearing a beautiful blue dress by any chance?
No, they are not.
They are not.
I'm like, I kneel down to Dobby and like grab his shoulders, and I'm kind of like shaking, like, Dobby, snap out of it. You're freaking me out, and maybe splash some water on him to see.
Sure.
I shout into the air, who could have done this to Dobby? And I feel the anger rising in me. The rage is building.
So who's going to come in the room with me and check out these bodies?
So I'm in the room. I'm going to be careful to like avoid not getting too close to the bodies.
Sure.
I rolled a 22 perception, so 18 plus 4. Do I see anything besides the rats and the rotting food? I see the blood on the walls, on the white drapes. Do I
I'll
notice
tell you.
anything in particular?
Yeah, that's a pretty good roll there. So 22, you said? Yeah.
Yes.
So you see that similar to Montresor, there are similar circular wounds about the size of dinner plates on all of these bodies. In fact, these ones are more pronounced. Looks like whatever did this to Montresor is they kind of finished the job here. So there's many more wounds. That's you could just see from like glancing out at their bodies. You can see that whatever the blood that's smattered all over the walls looks like it was like sprayed blood. So it kind of like shot out of their bodies pretty hard.
Is the floor dirty so that we could see footprints or some type of something in like that?
You do see footprints, Stephanie, with the 22. Footprints of blood going all around the room, to be honest. Kind of like, you're not sure what the pattern is, but they're footsteps all around the room, footsteps of blood. But ultimately they lead north, and it seems like that is where they head. Although they've gone all over the room, to be honest. But you think
footprints, are they naked footprints, or they look like they're shod?
Yeah, boots. Yep. Stephanie, you also noticed that some of the blood stains on the floor looks like something was dragged across the floor rather than walking to. So there's two kind of distinct blood markings on the floor, other than the copious amounts of pools of blood from each of the victims.
Okay, and there's a door in the back, kind of where my person is now, where my token is now.
Yeah, so there are 3 doors leading from this main hall. One to the east, one to the west, one to the north.
Okay, and which way? Okay, which way was the dragging? Is there one that shows where people were dragged to? That I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong words.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, the dragging and the boots ultimately are everywhere, but it looks like once those markings left the room, they left through the north door here.
Okay. Okay, guys. So it looks like there's probably something in the north door. Should we go there first, or do you want to check the sides?
I don't enter doors.
The front? I don't know what to do with them.
If you
Slap them around
Come
for a couple
on,
minutes,
man.
if he takes out of it.
We're gonna have to bring him with us.
Dobby,
Okay.
pull yourself together.
I go back to Dobby and take the front, and someone take the back, and we'll just kind of lead him like a person sandwich.
sure.
Right?
Are we
It
sure
would
we
be
want to
an
be
honor.
heading into the door that has the giant streak of blood leading to it?
I mean, we
These
don't have to
doors,
do that first.
these doors are actually open. They're not closed. This one is closed. The north door is closed, but the east and west doors are not closed. They look like perhaps similar to the front door, that they were just open and maybe they've been left in a position that, wasn't closed, but it doesn't look like they're broken or anything like that. It's just they happen to be open.
Is there any way I can light up the room? Do I see like candles, so that way that might just help us at all? I don't know if that changes the dynamic.
Sure, you could. No, you could. No, well, the candles or whatever light sources are in this room, if you were to light them, like lanterns or whatever, oil lanterns, you would just grant yourself sight in here, which you all do have sight at this point, because there's Dobby, your light is gone too. That's right. But
Yep.
either way, Orel has a lantern, so
Okay.
the lanterns in this room, it's illuminated for everybody. So you can do that though, just in case you have to
With
drop the
light-
lantern or the lantern were to go out for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay,
the
so you
light-
light up the room. Okay.
Bobby,
Yes? Go ahead, Steve.
would the light interfere with dark vision?
No.
Okay. I mean, I could
What's
cast.
this over here, Bob?
Yeah, Bear can see everything basically anyway, because 120 feet, the rooms aren't even that big, so you're plenty fine, Bear.
Yeah.
For the rest of you though, if the lantern that Orel's carrying were to go out, you and Bolin would have no vision in this room. So
I'm
lighting
going
the
to suggest that everyone take a candle or something if they can find a light source to carry. Just in
well,
case.
really just you
I'm
and
also-
Bolin, but yes, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
also happy to be an infiltrating scout if you need.
Okay. So where would you like to go first then? The rooms aren't far away from each other, so if you did want some people to look in this room, some people to look in the others, it wouldn't be terrible, but
I can cast light. I just have to find something to cast it on. Like, is there a piece of wood on the floor, or?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of things. You could even cast it on whatever oil lanterns are in there, so you don't have to light them.
Yeah,
So-
I'll do that just in case like it does go out.
Sure. Okay, so we've got multiple light sources in this room. This room is illuminated, and now that it's very bright in here, you just see the gore in front of you. There's a lot of bodies here. Okay, so show me where you're moving. You can all move your tokens to whichever rooms you want to check.
How are the bodies-
Dobby, I would say that 6 minutes has basically gone by at this point, so you kind of recover from your hysterical fit if you'd like to join the group.
Okay.
I think they dragged you in
You're
anyway.
back.
Do I know what happened?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I'd say you realized that you were laughing uncontrollably. It's not like it wiped your memory or anything, but you don't know what came over you. You know.
Is Montresor coming with us? I see him in the room.
No, sorry. Did I move him in there? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, how's he doing?
He's fine. He just really wants that wine, but Steph won't give it to him.
Nope.
How are these bodies dressed? Are they dressed in the same like in costumes like Montresor was?
Yeah, they're all costumed. They have masks on. There are musical instruments strewn about the room. Chairs also as well. Broken chairs that are still just tipped over. It does look like there was some sort of massacre here.
Okay, so I'm going to the left room. Anyone want to join me here?
Sure.
I'll go with you.
Okay,
I would go
Brom.
to the right room.
Okay. Move your tokens to the rooms, and I'll go back and forth to which side we get to here. So we'll start with Brom, and whoever's joining Brom in the kitchen. And the kitchen has rotting food that congeals inside pots and pans, hanging over a cold hearth. There is a high window, but it is closed, and there are 3 dead cooks and 1 Masque attendee on the floor in here.
Okay. Let me roll perception.
You don't need to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
sorry.
good.
Any of the cooks kind of look like the mother of a 5-year-old girl named
There is only one woman, and she is dead. You don't know if it's Jenny's mother, but she's the only woman in there.
Well, that sucks. Someone's gonna have to break the news to the little girl. Not it.
Do you inspect any of the bodies? Do you?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna inspect the couple of bodies. What is that? A medicine check or?
Yeah, medicine check. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The one dead woman, she told us what her mom was wearing, right? It was a blue dress.
No, that was the Baron's wife that we're looking for.
Okay, but did Jenny tell us what her mom was dressed in? I don't remember.
Is that
No.
a cook?
Yeah, she's just a cook, so she didn't give you a description.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 2 plus 2 is 4, so
4.
these just look like dead bodies to me.
They do look like dead bodies, but as you look at the woman, because you're maybe thinking this is the mother, the body starts to twitch and convulse when you touch it. It eventually subsides, and you think would be dead completely. But yeah, so
I'm just gonna jump up because no thank you.
okay.
Jump back from the body, I guess.
Yeah, you kind of lurch back. There is a door here as well.
Okay. I'm gonna inspect this room. If you want to go to the right room for a minute, I'll,
Sure.
you
Yep.
know.
Yep, we'll
Yeah.
go to the other room here. So who's in this room? I know Orel's here.
Mhm.
Anybody else joining Orel? Bear?
Bear looks hesitantly over his shoulder at Dobby.
I'm staying right behind this chair here.
Dobby's cowering in fear behind a chair.
Mm-hmm.
Christian, what is Bolin doing?
Olin never usually enters a door like this, but seeing that he has no option, he
We'll
kind
go
of
to the door.
reluctantly-
Well,
This one right
you-
here.
you'll at least go to the door.
Yeah, I'll go up to the door.
Sure, okay. And then Orel, when you enter into this room, you see this is a library. It's furnished all in black. There is a massive pendulum clock that clatters and hisses along the center of the rear wall. There is a book open on a reading desk. What would you like to do?
I will carefully approach the reading desk and take a look at what the book is.
You open the book. It's to what seems to be a random page, but you look at the cover. It says Tamerlane and Other Poems.
Mm-hmm. And the page it's open to, does it have anything interesting?
You fumble through it, and it's some Gothic poetry. Nothing that jumps off the page at you that seems to give you any information about your situation.
I see. And can I inspect the pendulum?
Sure. Give me a investigation check.
Investigation. 20.
Okay. So you open up the clock, the compartment in the clock, right where we see the swinging pendulum. Inside, on a shelf of the clock cabinet, is a dagger. This dagger has a ornately carved pommel with an eyeball at the pommel of it.
Mm-hmm. I will carefully pick it up.
Sure. When you grab it, you do feel that it is finely crafted, a good weight. If you wanted to know more about the dagger, you could inspect it later.
Okay.
Okay.
And one last thing, there isn't anything strange on the floor here, is there? Can I inspect the floor of this?
Sure. Give me another investigation check.
Mm-hmm. 4.
Okay. Yeah, you don't find anything else in the floor here. In fact, there's no footprints or blood or any gore. There's no bodies in here. This looks like nobody really came in here during this massacre.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I will take the pendulum or the dagger with me and
Sure.
Indicate to Bolin that we should head out.
Sure. Yeah. Let's go to the other side.
Okay, so
Steph?
I am going to head out into the main room too to meet up with them because just to say, hey, there's a cook in there that's dead and a couple of other people. There's also a door if we want to go through the door. But also I'm gonna notice that Dobby and Bear and the Christian, what's your name again? I'm sorry.
Bolin.
I'm gonna be like, look, guys, we gotta get through this together. Let's get through this. What's it gonna take? You can't sit behind a chair all night. That's not how you get paid. We're gonna get paid, y'all. So,
I got a bad feeling about this.
I go, hey man, I'm a ranger. I need to be towards the back. Just
that's fine.
throw that out there.
But we're riding on 100 gold pieces here. Don't screw it up for me. Come on, let's go.
Let's do this.
So you wanted to check this last room here, Steph, right? The Brahm wanted to go in. So you open up and it is
another room. I'm gonna go through that one. I'm gonna come back and you guys are gonna be picked up and we're going through that north door as soon as I'm done with this room.
Sure.
Oh,
Actually,
wow.
I had hidden this door. Just it's actually not closed though. It was actually the door is actually broken off of this door.
Okay.
I should have told you that before, but the door is broken off of the door frame. There are huge gash marks, as if something large had forced its way through.
Oh, great. Well, now I definitely don't want to go through the door.
Well, inside is just a larder. It does look like there's different sorts of, tools or utensils, whatever, just littering the floor, but no bodies in here and no other markings.
Finally, you say something I agree with. Let's go the other way.
Okay, so yeah, there's nothing up in here. Should I, there's nothing of note, anything to grab?
No.
Okay.
I want to check out the woman who was twitching, the cook. Can I check out
Sure.
her body again?
Yeah, I mean, you could check it. There's nothing. It's very similar to all the other bodies. The large circular bite wounds, blood all over the kitchen, and presumably dead. Your detect evil spell, is that still going? 10 minutes, right? So still would be going. No evil detected from those bodies.
If I just touch the body a little, does it start twitching or?
It does, yeah.
Okay. Do I think it's maybe just a nerve response?
Yeah, you're not too sure. Based on the inspection of all the wounds, it does seem like you haven't touched the bodies in this room, so you haven't given them the same sort of inspection that you've given to Montresor and the cook, but they do look similar.
Mm-hmm. If I touch one of the other bodies in this room, does it start twitching as well, or?
No. So you start touching the nearest one. Let's just say this one, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just move your character in here. So
Yeah.
Steve, Yagnir starts to inspect this body, checking for pulse or no
What are
movement.
you doing? Don't touch
Yeah,
that.
these things are evil. What are you doing?
Don't touch that.
Don't worry.
Trust me, I'm an exorcist. So Yagnir, everybody, just so you can see this, basically how I would imagine this. Yagnir is touching the body. You all go, oh, no, don't touch it. It's fine. He's pulse and everything. And as, Yagnir is inspecting, turns to everybody and goes, trust me, I've got this. Everybody else in the room sees that the creature's eyes open while Yagnir is turning back to look at all and tell you everything's fine. And it lifts its head up and looks directly at Yagnir. And we are going to go into initiative here.
Oh, hell no.
Oh boy.
So, does anybody tell Yagnir about what they see?
I'll be like, dude, behind you. Come on. What are you doing?
I'll just scream in fear.
I'm pointing frantically.
I'll look behind me. What are you talking about?
And
I'm taking
when
a better position behind my chair.
And when and when you gaze back at the body, Steve, it's looking directly up at you now, and it gives out this moan, this primordial scream, as it starts to convulse and get its body feeling for its body basically to stand up.
Okay,
So we're gonna.
I'll run back to the group.
Well, we're gonna roll for initiative basically, but actually, sorry. One thing I realized I did not tell Steve and Stephanie was how I like to do initiative, and I wrote it in the document. I'm not sure if everybody had read the document thoroughly about the house rules and stuff like that. We had that meeting the other day, and I forgot to mention this, but I do initiative a little differently on my games. It's worked out really, really well. I'm going to explain it to you now, and this is actually good for anybody watching. So I don't roll for initiative. What we do is I just simply roll a d20, and I let anybody else, the first person to just roll for the group, a d20. Whoever gets higher, that side goes first, and we'll alternate. So if there are 5 adventurers and 5 villains, or 5 enemies, if the heroes get the jump, one person from the hero side will go. It could be anybody. In fact, I kind of say the characters who would be more bold and more quick to act. You know how your personalities are. You should probably go first, unless there's a good reason for somebody to go first. And I will give you about 30 seconds to a minute at the top of every round to discuss strategy, talk about maybe the order. And normally, we wouldn't have to spend any time like I'm doing right now before a combat happens. So we jump right into the action right after I say, all right, we're going into initiative. Does that make sense to all of you?
Yeah.
And if you don't, it will make sense very, very soon. I know the rest of you are comfortable with it, so we're going to jump into combat here. I'm rolling a d20. Dasha, can you roll me a d20, please?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got a 2 on the dice cam here. 2.
I got a 13.
Okay, so the group will act first. Take 30 seconds, discuss, but all the body that is right here starts to twitch and wake up, and now you notice all of the bodies are starting to rise. I'll set the tokens up, and you can all discuss. Go ahead.
I think I'm just
Go
going to
first.
slash at the nearest one with it. Yeah, I'm just going to slash with my sword.
Told you guys this was a bad idea.
So Dobby's going last. Is that what I'm hearing?
I told you guys. Nobody listens.
Bear raises his shield, ready to charge.
You good?
I feel like I'm trying to hide behind a chair as if I was still a gnome, but My whole backside is sticking out still because I'm an elf now.
Right, you're not. Yes, you're not a gnome anymore. That's right.
Bear is trying to stand in front of Dobby's backside to cover its visibility.
Bear's got your backside.
Right.
All right, and Montresor looks into the room, still from the ground, and goes, "Ah, finally, something funny," as he like passes out on the floor. All right, let's begin. So, group, who would like to go first?
Am I engaged, Bob? Since I'm right here, or is the body still on the floor?
They're still on the floor, so I would say that. I think if you're prone, you can't take attacks of opportunity. So, you still are engaged. I think for purposes of.
Okay, so
We're gonna say that they're kind of feeling out their bodies right now. So you believe that if you were to move, they would not swipe at you because they're kind of feeling out their body.
Okay, so I'm thinking, I felt something kind of like brush my foot,
Mm-hmm.
and I turn around to see that these bodies are now moving.
You let out a high-pitched scream, right?
Yep, I scream really loud, and I'm going to use my turn to disengage.
Oh, I was gonna
And-
say you don't need to disengage. You could probably move freely at this point,
Okay, I'm gonna.
but you're gonna move
5.
away. Yeah.
I'm gonna move back, and I'll say that's my initial turn because I'm so freaked out. It
All
was
right. So
kind
you
of like
scream. Yeah, you scream and you run like a coward out the door. Got it. Okay.
That
The
goes
one-
right into
My
your
head.
glasses.
This creature right here is going to stand up, the one near Yognir, and is going to attack you, Yognir. Oops, I
Okay.
lost my paper here.
Can I cast Shield of Faith on myself?
On your turn, yes, you can. You said you wanted to save it, right? You didn't want to cast it at the point. Oh no, you're thinking of detect
That was a while ago,
protection from
another-
evil. Yeah, on your turn you can cast it. So
Okay.
the creature, I was gonna say the mask attendee, but the creature really stands up at this point, and attempts to claw at you, Steve.
Okay.
So, oh my goodness! Everyone on the dice cam can see that is a natural 20.
Oh man.
No.
Oh my goodness! Now
Nobody
D4s,
listens. I said this was a bad idea.
D4s do not show up well on the screen, but I'm going to roll them because they're pyramids, they're triangles. But we do have a total of. Actually, one of them should be automatically max. So 4 and 4, 8 plus 1, so 9 damage.
I'm down.
You're down. So Steve goes down.
no.
Yognir goes to the floor as this one stands up and claws at him. Next, the group.
Okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna punch that guy.
Perfect. Go ahead, Brahm.
Okay. That is. Give me a second here.
Unarmed strike.
Yep, unarmed strike. Oh, that is not good. I apologize. That is plus 5, so it's 11.
Oh gosh, you feel like because of its awkward movements, this wasn't the best well-placed strike you've had. Because of its awkward movements, you couldn't anticipate where it was going to be. It is moving in an unusual, unnatural way. You miss it. Let's go to.
Drop the bottle of
yeah.
wine when I do it.
Oh,
so
you,
had it in
and-
my hand.
oh no! And you hear crying from outside. Montresor is weeping audibly. All right, the creatures go. So this one's going to stand up, and it's going to use half its movement, and it's going to just kind of go here and attack Orel. Orel, a claw to you. This one I don't think is going to hit. I rolled a 7. The total is, yeah. So what's your AC? It's going to be like a 16 or something, right?
I believe it's a 16, yes.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
not going
my
to hit
shield
you.
on.
But the claws are scratching at your armor. What type of armor are you wearing?
Chainmail.
So you hear the rattling of the claws on the chainmail, and this thing is moving with some strength and quickness that you didn't think that the noble, whoever this used to be, would possess. Let's go to the group.
Can I counterattack that?
Sure.
Um,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I will take a swipe at him with my longsword.
Do it.
Ooh, nat 20.
So it's automatic. It's a longsword, so it's an 8 plus your D8.
Okay, so let's see. Roll 1d8 plus 3, and then plus 8. 5 plus 8 would be 13 damage.
13. You strike this creature down. So there's a body on the floor again. Okay. So then the other creatures will react. The green is going to then lunge for Orel as well. The attack is still going to miss. Again, your armor seems to be confusing them. It's they're going right for your chest, and they're not being able to penetrate your chainmail armor. Okay. Now let's go to the group.
Who's next? Who's next?
I will go, and I will take my bow and arrow and shoot the green guy
Sure.
from behind my chair, kind of lifting up my arms over the chair.
Sure.
With
Yeah. Go Dobby.
and then I have a. Does a 10 hit?
It does not. So Bear gets really excited as to see the champion of the gnomes, Dobby, enter the fray despite all the issues you've just recently had, and to be disappointed yet again when your attack goes
Well,
stray.
to be fair, I wasn't looking. I was just sticking out my bow and arrow from behind the chair.
Oh sure, yeah, oh yeah.
He wasn't even trying.
Yeah.
Let him
Yeah.
have a proper go.
That's
Yeah.
right.
The final creature to stand up. Oh no, there's two: the orange and the blue. So we'll go with the blue next. The blue will run into the group here. Dobby, you have the chair between you and it, right?
That's my hockey right there.
Oh,
Wait.
that's right. The hawk is there. Okay, so it's gonna go
so
here.
should I do him on my same turn or separate?
I thought you dismissed the hawk, didn't you?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I took him right back out when we left.
I don't remember hearing that. Does anybody remember hearing that?
Hmm.
Does anybody remember him calling his familiar back? Because I don't remember.
I remember him going mad.
Yeah.
That's
Bye,
true.
hockey.
I don't know what
Bye-bye.
happened.
Bye-bye, hockey. So this
No.
creature runs directly at you, Dobby. However, it's not going to attack. It kind of lurks and walks menacingly towards you. And when it gets here, it lets out, again, another one of those primordial screams. And everyone within 10 feet needs to give me a charisma saving throw, I believe. Yes.
Is it because he didn't see me behind the chair?
Oh, no, he sees you.
Wow.
He sees you. You're too big, Dobby. You don't realize what your body
Keep
is
forgetting.
like. I need a charisma saving throw.
I failed.
Okay, so you have fear of this creature, so you cannot move any closer to it, and your attacks have disadvantage for
I
the
got a
duration.
5 as well.
Okay, so you're also frightened of this creature. You cannot move closer to it, and you have disadvantage on your attacks.
No, just to clarify, it's just for this one creature, not all the creatures, correct? Or is it all the creatures?
You have disadvantage in general on your attacks while you are frightened, but you are only frightened of this creature, so you can move closer to others.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, and then that would be, I think that's everybody. Oh, Bear, did you make the save?
I did, and I rolled an 18.
Oh, you're good. Oh, yes, I see Bear. Yes, I see Bear. All right, and then we go to the group. Who's left?
I haven't gone yet.
Go, Bear.
Okay, so seeing what has just happened to his team, mostly Dobby, but you gotta say team. But anyway, seeing what has happened, Bear flies into an uncontrollable rage. So I'm gonna use a bonus action and fly into a rage.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And then Bear is going to rip out his battle axe and keep his shield up like he had it before, and he's gonna hurl himself at this disgusting creature who has feared his beloved Dobby.
Oh.
Because in this moment of passion, Bear is blinded to Dobby's flaws and decides that he must protect him at all cost.
Nice.
Okay, all right, sorry.
I have no flaws.
Exactly. They just don't understand. Okay,
All right, do your attack, and ooh, nice.
That's an 11 to hit.
Oh, I got you. 11 total.
what?
I see you added the modifier already. Yes. Unfortunately, you don't hit. You swing too recklessly in this moment, and
I'm just
you
so
miss
blinded by passion.
You are
It's a hit
blinded.
and a miss.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
unfortunately. Now we go
Tears fly
to
from
the
my
last
eye.
creature, which is going to stand up and attack you as well. Bear, because you're closest, but I don't think it's going to hit. Your AC is, what is it, a 15 or 16? Oh no, you have like a 17.
Yeah, because I have
'Cause
a
you have a shield.
And also, should I be wearing armor?
No, you should not. No, you have
Okay,
the
then-
unarmored defense of the barbarian, so you
Yeah.
have your con and dex
I
to your
see.
armor. Yeah, so
Okay,
you,
yeah,
as
my
long as you
AC
don't wear armor, yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
my AC is 17.
17. Yeah, much too high for this measly roll. But the claws do try to scratch at you. Okay. Yeah, and I imagine, unlike Orel, where the armor is really taking the brunt of it, you are ducking and dodging, elusive, hard to hit.
Yes. They're like
Okay.
stormtroopers to me.
Yep. All right, so then who's left in the group? Because that's all the villains. We've got, I believe, Christian?
Well, I took my first move as the getaway. I was spooked.
Yes,
do
I
you-
would allow you to use your attack action at this point. Maybe you readied an action or something.
Okay,
Yeah, go ahead, do
Um,
it. You gathered
so-
yourself a little bit. Now you're ready.
sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at the blue guy. That would be a 12 to hit.
You hit.
Oh, excellent. So that is a D8 plus. Oh boy, I think it's plus. So 5 damage total.
And this is on blue.
I'm blue, yes.
You're my boy, blue.
It's done.
Okay, blue takes 5. So, I believe, Steve, you're left with a death save for Yagnir.
Alrighty.
We shouldn't see that, right, Bob? That's
Oh, you know what, though, Steve? Yeah, well, yeah, so it's okay. In the future, you can whisper it to me at the bottom. You can click and toggle that you can... actually, no, in the settings, you have to do that. It's okay. Usually, when we're playing at the table, it's nice to, roll it in secret.
So
That-
what you're saying is Steve should re-roll it and send it to you.
If you can figure out how to whisper, Steve, yes, whisper would be in the settings cog. You can go to it and enable the whisper option. But to be honest, I'll accept the rolls in public for now because I don't want to slow down the game. So a 5, 1 fail, you're moving along. You'll be fine, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. Let's go to the top of the order now. So I'm going to roll a dice. If everybody could roll a dice, or somebody could roll a dice. Let's do Bear. Why don't you roll a dice, Bear?
Ooh.
The Dungeon Master rolled a 12.
The bear rolled a
16.
16.
All right,
Nice.
discuss. 30 seconds. Discuss your strategy.
Okay, who's doing what?
I think we
I'm
should
gonna
try to
keep flashing.
to get rid of blue, so that way you guys are no longer feared by that one creature.
Okay, that's good strategy.
I'm going to throw my body at blue.
I'm gonna get rid of green.
Anybody want to
I'm-
go first?
I'm gonna try to stabilize Yagner. I think if I can't, if we're able to take down blue, that's good.
Thank you, thank you.
Who can heal? Can anybody else heal?
I have lay on hands,
Ah,
but I'm too far away right now.
that is
I can
true.
come close though.
Okay. All right, so who would like to go first then? Was it
I'll
Bear?
Go ahead.
That's fine. No, go ahead. Go ahead, RL. You got it.
I was just gonna continue slashing at the green guy
Okay.
right there. diagonal
Slash.
from me.
Slash then.
Slashing. Okay. Does a 19 hit?
Nice.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so. 4 damage.
Okay, 4 damage on green. Got it. And then we go to the groups. We'll do green next. 4 on green. So green is going to also use its fear ability. It's going to give that loud scream. Orel, can you give me a charisma saving throw?
Charisma. Oh, I have a +4.
Yep. Oh,
20.
okay. You're fine, then. You're
Nice.
fine. Okay. All right, so let's go to the group. Bear, were you saying you wanted to go?
Bear would love to go.
Okay.
Yes. Bear is going to, as usual, raise his shield overhead, Spartan style, and then raise his battle axe with the other hand, and then dive directly at Blue's knees.
Sure.
That's like right in Bear's optimal hitbox. So, let's see. +4. And gets a 7.
Total?
Oh wait.
Not gonna hit.
I'm in a rage. So then do I have an advantage on that or? No,
Uh,
it's just a hit.
No, that would just be you get what your rage gives you is +2 to the damage roll.
Right.
If you
Okay.
hit. But I don't remember if the barbarian gets reckless attack at first level or not. It might be a second level or third level ability where you can get advantage on a roll, but you have to decide that before you do it.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
I'm
it's
using
probably
D&D
later
Beyond,
then.
and it's not available.
Yeah, then that's not the case then. Okay, so Bear tries his best, but still cannot hit. Maybe
He
Dobby's
screams
just
in frustration.
Yeah. We'll do Blue next. So Blue's going to attack Dobby.
I'm behind the chair. Oh
What's
god.
what's your armor, Dobby?
13.
13. It misses you. It misses you. It
Yes.
tries to claw at you after screaming in your face, but no avail. Let's go to the group.
Sure, I'll go. I'll go ahead and I'll attack Blue again.
Yep, go ahead.
That is a 22 to hit.
That is a hit, my friend.
That will definitely hit. Let's see. I'm gonna roll again.
So
That's
the-
a 5 for damage.
Another 5.
Yeah.
Okay. He is hurting for sure, but he's still up. We'll go to Red. Red will attack with claws against Brahm.
Okay.
Brahm, I believe you're going to get hit with a total of 18.
Yeah, that definitely hits me.
Okay. You're going to take a total of 7 HP.
Ugh, okay.
7 damage, I should say. 7
Yeah.
slashing damage. All right, the group's turn. The orange one is the only one left to go on their team.
Okay. I was gonna stabilize Yargan. I'm very sorry, but I'm down really hard. He got me like 2/3 of the way, so I'm just gonna make a wailing punch at Red.
Okay.
I'm at disadvantage though, so I have to roll twice. Give me a
Yes.
second.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is a 12.
That hits.
Oh yes.
Were you attacking blue or red? I forget which one you said. You said red?
The red? Yeah.
Red. Gotcha. Yes. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So hopefully this. Oh, this is not gonna. I should have gone for blue, huh? Because I was almost down. I'm dumb. Intelligence is not the highest.
Well, that was Brahm, right?
What? Yeah.
This is what Brahm would
Brahm's
do.
not the smartest. But I hit Red for 6 damage.
That's good. 6 solid. Okay, great. So red takes 6. Karate kick. Okay, perfect. Excellent. Red, green, blue, all in various states of damage. And then we go to orange. Orange will attack Bear. Bear, you are raging. That's a nat 1, so it's not going to matter. Who's left to go in the group?
I have to go.
Go ahead, Dobby.
Is Blue wearing any metal of sorts?
Not armor, but perhaps jewelry? Sure.
Okay, so that probably won't work then.
Okay.
I will cast Acid Splash on Mr. Blue.
Okay. Is that the one that hits automatically? It's just a saving throw?
It's it hits automatically, and you need a Dex saving throw.
Yeah. Okay. I believe it's going to fail with a 9.
I'm a 13.
Yeah, so that's going to fail then.
Okay, so he takes
It's a D6, I believe, correct?
he takes a 1 damage.
Hey, it's still
Blue is
damage.
gone. Blue is gone.
Oh, nice.
All right. Burn his face
Whoa.
off.
Bear, you see most of this acid splash that emanates from Dobby's fingers miss the creature, but the last like droplet of acid hits it right square in the forehead, burrowing a hole.
Screaming in celebration and jumping up and down,
There we go.
overjoyed.
Your fan club is happy, Davi.
I guess it
tell
would
you.
help if I looked at where I was shooting it, right?
Yeah.
Behind the chair.
This has not been a good day for Dobby so far. Let's go to Steve. You got to take a death saving throw. Am I correct? Is that the last one to go?
Yeah, I can't find the whisper settings on.
Oh, that's okay. You could just roll it in public
whatever.
this time. Yeah,
All right.
no big deal. All right, so you're going to make your roll. That's a success, so we've got 1 and 1 here. All right, now, team, 30 seconds. I'm going to roll for the group. They got a 7. Why don't we have Christian roll it this time?
4.
A 4. So they'll go first. Discuss.
Let's
Trying to finish off the green guy.
I hit red for 6, so I think he's more than halfway at least.
let's get red, and then we can try to stabilize.
Hey, is it safe to come out yet?
I can cast Cure Wounds on myself, right, Bobby?
Stand back.
Yeah, you can cast on yourself if somebody were to bring you up, yes. Mhm.
All right.
All right, so the green creature is going to try to attack Orel again one last time. A nat 1, though, that's not going to do much for the attack roll. Let's go to the group.
Can I attack the green guy unless someone wants to go first?
Well, I think the goal was red. Is everyone kill red?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to punch red again.
Okay, yeah. Plus, Dasha, you're that green went, so you probably are okay. Yeah.
We're no longer feared, right?
Correct. Blue is
From
gone,
the
so
future?
yes,
Oh,
no
nice.
longer fear. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm right here. I'm gonna try to punch him again. Come on. Nope. I hit the wall.
Yeah. You like Matrix style. You swing but miss.
Swing
and
and a miss.
take a part of the wall with you. We
All
go
the
to-
confidence in the world doesn't help if you don't have aim.
Red is going to attack you, Brahm, with a nat 20. Oh, the dice cam didn't even pick it up. There it is. Nat 20. If you can all see at home, there's the twice as nice cherry symbol. That is the nat 20 right there. So
Man,
Nat
this guy
20.
is hot with 20s.
yeah, so
Yeah.
you're gonna end up going
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
with
I'm-
a total of 6 plus. Oh gosh, jeez. You are going to go down with a total of 6 plus 4. Try to do the math in my head. 12, 13 damage.
I was at 3, so I'm now at -10. Thank you. That's
Oh no!
double
What is your
Oh, no.
total HP?
It's 10.
Oh
So,
no! So you are
I'm
dead. Oh my god! It got you by 1 exactly. Oh, all right. Well, hold on tight. Let's see what happens. Let's go to the group here.
Oh God, everybody's dying.
We got this, man.
I will.
I mean, am I awake or am I just like stabilized? Like,
You're
I'm-
unconscious right now. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody's got to get Steve up. This creature just takes a chunk out of Brahm, and you see Brahm go down with basically like the flesh ripped out of his chest.
Oh man.
I guess
Yeah.
from seeing that, step to the side and quickly shoot at red. That is a 23 to hit,
Yeah.
A 23. That hits.
and
That is enough to
7
kill
damage.
Red. Yeah, that's enough to kill Red. So you see Red towering over Brahm's body as you knock an arrow and fire true, killing Red. Revenge, payback. Okay.
and then I'm gonna use the rest of my action, my movement, kind of get close to both of them.
Sure, go ahead. Okay, and then we go to, let's see, who's left? Orange. Orange needs to go. So Orange on Bear one more time with claws. Not going to hit with a 11 on the dice. Not going to hit.
Ha! Sit
Let's go.
down.
To the rest of the group. So I think we
I
have
will,
Orel, Dobby. Yeah.
I'll try and stabilize the Agnir.
Okay, go ahead. Medicine check.
Medicine.
Yeah, you need a 10.
Where's medicine? Huh. Ooh, nat 20.
Okay, so you are stabilized, Steve.
Okay.
You're not dying, but you are still unconscious. You need healing to help you to get you
Holy-
up now. Good, Andrew?
No, I cheated. I rolled a 20 instead of a d20. I rolled
Why
a
is that?
d20 this time and I got a 2.
Oh, you did the same thing where you rolled 20. Gotcha. Okay, so you're not stabilized yet, Steve. Give me a death saving throw. Oh, and
I was gonna
Orel, you have
say,
to
that-
attack.
That doesn't look like my rolling. Something doesn't make sense.
Orel and Steve, you can just give me the death saving throw while Orel goes.
Oh, all right.
Orel, what do you do?
I'm gonna slash at green again, just with my longsword, and I got a 9. I believe that will hit.
Yeah,
8.
that will not hit with a 9, and that will be a second failed saving throw. So, Steve, you are one death save away from death.
Oh, why did I not? Why did the second one not? Why am I redoing this?
Oh, the death saves are every time you're unconscious, every round you take a save. You need 3 successes before 3 failures.
I already passed the death save.
It's not just a single saving throw. You have to get 3 successful saves before 3 failures. So right now you're at 2 failures and 1 success. If somebody doesn't heal you and you roll another failure less than a 10, you are dead. So it is imperative that somebody heals Yagnir before the end of the round, the next
I'm
round.
trying. I can't roll higher than a 5.
I can take an opportunity attack.
Yeah, you would take attack of opportunity basically to go do that, yeah.
I can
Okay,
do that
so
if no one else can.
let's roll for initiative, see who goes first in this next round. They rolled a 17, everybody. Why don't we get Steph? You may not be rolling too much, so why don't you roll the initiative for everybody?
You got
Are you
this.
sure you want me to roll? Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
oh yeah, we want you to roll. Avenge the group here. Oh my
Oh,
god! You would definitely dice
So
jail that.
sorry, everyone.
All right.
Oh, no.
All right, let's put the orange one into work here. Orange is going to take a chunk out of Bear, and I believe it is going to hit with a total of 18 Bear. So Bear,
Just
you
missed
take.
the attack by a hair.
Ah.
It finally makes contact.
However, Bear, it rolled the worst possible damage rolls, 2 1s. So it is going to do a total of 3 damage, which you have to 2 damage. No, you have to 1. You have to 1 damage. So
One.
because you're enraged.
I laugh in the face of danger.
There you go. Orel, did you want to
and then-
act? I think. Oh no, Bear could react. That's fine. But I'm not sure if Orel did. We didn't give you a chance to discuss. So if you want to discuss who should go first, you could do that now.
If no one else can heal Yagnir, I can take an opportunity attack and do lay on hands.
Well, I could try and stabilize him, but that's the best I got.
It's a risk.
Especially
way.
with me rolling it.
Why don't I do it with me? I think it's foolproof, right? Lay on hands is automatic.
Yep. And go
Okay.
ahead.
You have
Okay,
pretty
so-
high AC, so
The
Yeah,
attack
I'm
of
gonna take-
opportunity.
Yeah, attack of opportunity. I'm gonna move here and lay on hands for let's see, 2 hit points.
Okay. So Steve, you wake up with breath entering your lungs.
Gotcha.
You gasp to life. So
I know she's kind of gone, but can I cast Healing Word on Steph? It doesn't say that you can't cast it on a dead body. It just says a creature of your choice within range regains hit points equal to 1d4 plus your spell casting ability modifier.
yeah, unfortunately, Steph was killed outright. So it
Yeah.
only works on a creature that is But you would know that, so you wouldn't try it. You could cast on yourself if you really want to, unless you could let somebody else go to let them attack right now, because there are still 2 creatures. Unless you can attack.
So there's nothing I can do to save her. I mean,
No,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
No, I'm so dead.
the crit is what killed her, really, because if it wasn't a crit, it would have been just damage. You go down to 0, you start taking death saves, but they rolled a crit. Everyone at home, by the way, these twice as nice dice will crit way more often than your normal dice. So as you've seen here on the stream. So
I want
Marie,
those
if you're
dice
out there,
checked.
Marie, if you're out there, please stop making these dice the way these loaded dice.
I want those dice checked.
Now
You
for
know-
a word from
Those
our
dice.
sponsors.
Everyone should really just be getting twice as nice dice, and then the playing field would be level. I think.
Marie is now my arch enemy. Fuck yourself, man.
Yuri, I'll place an order soon.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay, go ahead. Green is going to come down at Orel because it's been trying to nab you. And a nat 1 again, though. Against Orel, not so great, but against everybody else, been fine. All right, group, you can go at your discretion. All the enemies have gone.
I'm gonna shoot at green, seeing
Sure.
that it's moving now closer to me.
Yep,
which I
yep,
do not
yep.
like.
Mhm.
That is a 13 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh, sweet. So that is a, oh man, I think
Four
4
more?
damage.
Gotcha. Noted. Okay. Next.
I rolled a 3 to hit.
That's not going to hit. Not going to hit. Bear, did you want to go?
Yes, definitely. So
Orange
I
has not been hit, but green has taken quite a bit of damage.
Green has to be almost done.
Can you tell me how tall Orange is approximately?
They're all mask attendees, human-sized creatures.
Okay.
Maybe 5'6" to 5'10", roughly.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Thank you. So I crane my neck back and I look him in the eye and I say, ooh, you are a bad fella and I do not like you. And then I shove my shield into his knees and I start hacking at him as high up as I can reach, which is probably right around his like
Chest area.
arms and chest. Yeah, I'm like really going at it. And I roll
Perfect.
a 23.
Oh,
I roll a
you got
23
it.
to hit.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Okay,
Uh,
all right. So
that is a good
hacking
hit.
away. Yeah,
D8 and
really, what's it?
you're adding 4 to this now because of rage.
Oh, nice. Okay, so it's one. It would be 1d8 plus
Yep.
6. Okay, sorry. Plus. Okay, there it is. That's a 10 damage.
I think it's only plus 4 though, no? Because your strength is 2 and your rage is 2.
Oh,
No
sorry,
proficiency.
Yes, you were
Right,
saying
yes,
plus 4
yeah.
total. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was
That's okay. Still
thinking
8
plus
damage
1.
is solid. So 8 damage to Orange. And does anybody else
Yes.
need to go in the group? Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next round. I'm going to roll another d20. 5 from the creatures. 5. Ooh, 16, Andrew. Nice. Okay, so group, discuss, and you may go.
I think let's try to get green.
Yeah.
Okay, green, yeah.
That frees up some movement from some people, and then
All right.
I'll keep.
I can attack
occupying
green
orange.
with my sword.
Sorry.
I'll probably throw some acid at him since I can't seem to hit anything with my bow and arrow.
yeah, Aurel, why don't you go first since you're right there, and then honestly, as long as you hit, I think he should be dead.
Okay,
And then
sounds
we go.
good.
Okay, let's do it. Group, you go.
All right, I will slash my sword once again at green and try to finish this guy off. So that will be a 9 again. Okay, that won't hit.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know you need a 12, so we are getting near misses here.
Yes.
Only acid can pierce their armor.
All right,
Their
so let's go.
costumes are made of something real weird.
I'll throw some acid at green. He'll take a deck save. Oh wait, the deck he has to go first, right?
They're gonna go. Yeah, green's gonna go down and attack at bear. It sees its friend been flailing on it, so it's gonna hit you, bear, with a total of 18. You are going to take this time a little more damage. 7 damage. However, halved to 3 for your rage.
Half to 3. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Should I keep you updated on my HP?
No, you can just be aware of it, and
Okay.
hopefully you don't die.
Hopefully.
Okay.
We'll see.
Well, maybe the dungeon master should know the HP. I don't know. We'll see. All
I can
right.
Put in roll 20.
Nah, you're good. You're good. You're good. All right, let's go with group.
My light crossbow at green.
Yeah, light crossbow. Do it.
Yeah.
Do you want to move though? I think it might be good if you move so you get out of the way of Orel because
you
you.
get to a good
Yeah.
position to fire.
Okay, I'll move you up 2 spaces. Go ahead, Steve. Oh, that'll hit. Yep. And green has taken enough damage that this hit will kill it, regardless of the damage rolled. So I'm going to delete green. Nice job, Yognir. Golf clap, everybody. That was to see Bear doing a golf clap there. All right, and then orange is going to tag on to Bear as well. Orange, 19 on the dice. Bear. This time a total of 5, which will have to 2. Man, that rage is awesome at level 1, is it not?
Oh, I'm an angry bear.
It is awesome, right?
I need to get me some of those dice.
Alrighty, so group, you can go at your leisure here.
Acid.
Good.
Go for it.
Do I make an
It's a
an
dex
opportunity
save for you.
attack?
Fails.
Another one.
Nice. Dobby. The legendary Dobby. Christian, did you say anything? Or Bear? I heard somebody say something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move towards the entryway to get a better shot at orange. And that is a 10 to hit.
Not gonna hit. This is gonna have to be Bear, I think, doing this.
I continue to stare defiantly up at his eyes, keeping his gaze, not looking away.
Oh, I love it.
And
Go, Bear, go.
I continue to shove my shield into his knees as I keep hacking away at his general torso.
This is a great, the acting, too. It's really... I imagine what's going on right now very easily.
The GPU is like overclocking. All right, so what am I adding?
You're adding your attack roll, so it's going to be like a plus 4.
Yes, thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. Oh, Bear. Is there anybody else left to go?
I am so excited at the prospect of winning that my swing is wide. And
Is there
that's
anybody else left to go?
Nope, I think that's it.
Okay. All right. All right, let's roll again, see who gets the jump here. They got a 4. $14. Okay. Nice job. All right. Who would like to go first?
I'll take another shot.
Go for it. Crossbow, right?
Yep.
Go for it. An 8 plus your bonus to attack is what?
What is my bonus? It's a good question.
It's probably a plus 4 or 5. Well, I don't know what your dex is, actually. Let me see if I can see.
Plus 3, 11.
11. 11 is just a miss. Yeah. The orange will take one more swing on Bear with a miss, a 6 on the roll, so nothing. All right, at your leisure here. Somebody's got to do the job here.
Yeah, here we go. I'll
Here it is, Christian.
do the crossbow. 9.
Not you. Not Bolin.
I'll take a step forward, or 2 steps forward. Yeah, one
Yeah.
step forward, and again with the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Okay, 18.
There we go.
That will do it. Roll your damage. Actually, it's going to die. You can roll for fun if you want to get the cathartic feeling, but
6.
yeah, it is dead.
I will behead him with my longsword.
You do. Now, there's bodies still on the floor from the ones that the Masque attendees that you have now slaughtered. But you may all be very upset to find Brahm on the floor. Brahm, any last words?
It was fun. I'm dead now. My body's draped over like the broken bottle of wine, missing its heart. It's all good.
So my thought, Steph, is that you, for the remainder of the session, which is obviously not that much longer, you could play Montresor, who is crawling out from beyond the entryway to grab the shards of the wine bottle that you broke on the floor. So you can roleplay Montresor. You basically know everything that he already knows, except one piece of information that I will chat to you directly, and I will let you roleplay Montresor. Okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. And by the way, this is Dungeons and Dragons, so there are ways we could get Brom back, or maybe perhaps Brom has truly met his fate. How does he die? Does he die in the Headless Horseman story?
No, he actually marries
Okay.
Katrina at the end.
Oh, what?
It's okay. Not every anti-hero has a happy ending. It's all good.
That's
I'm
true.
actually an expert at this kind of stuff, so I got it covered.
Oh, that's great.
I know
Okay.
exactly who we got to talk to. So
You do. Okay, so I'm going to change the music here because it's too menacing. This music is too menacing.
I give out
Alright.
like a long no, thinking like Darth Vader, episode 3 at the very end.
Yeah.
I just
I
keep
There's-
muttering
up
to
against the wall
myself.
with my head in
I
my
told
hand.
her. I tried to tell her.
Poor Brom. Poor Brom. Okay, so everybody, I mean, if you wanted to, you could put Brom's body somewhere just so that it's safe out of the rooms here. But yeah, you can discuss and tell me where you'd like to go next.
I think we should take his body to the library. That seems a relatively safe, undisturbed place.
Okay. Steph, I'm going to just chat you something in Zoom, okay?
Okay.
Discuss what you'd like to do once you put Brom's body away.
Oh, I can put Brum's body in the chair over here
Okay.
for you.
As if you're still alive. Sitting in the chair casually, propped up. I will suggest that we proceed carefully to the bloodied door at the front, but there may be more of these creatures ahead, so we must be
In
cautious.
between
Okay, Steph.
sniffles, I say it's what Brom would want.
Okay.
He has gone
Yeah.
to the light now. He is safe. His soul is safe.
If only we had a bard to play us a tune.
Okay. So, let's go to, where would you like to go next? The next room, or do you have somewhere else you want to go first?
I think we're going to the bloody door room.
Okay. So you enter in, or you go to the bloody door there, and I will just take away the door area so you can see. And who would like to open it, inspect it, whatever you'd like to do, but who would like to be the person to do those things?
Start walking towards it.
Okay, perfect. Oh, by the way, anyone that came over the fear effect, which I think was Dobby, Brom, that was it, right? Dobby and Brom? So Brom obviously does not need to make this check, but Dobby, you need to give me another sanity check, a charisma sanity check.
Charisma, you say?
Yes, I say.
Oh wait, is this with or without the modifier?
Oh, yeah, it's sanity check. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So I'm at +3, but I'm -1 charisma, so I'm gonna do it with the +2.
You
I got
go
a net
on
1.
another level of sanity. You are at
Oh,
3 sanity, correct?
I was at 3.
Oh, so you're now at 2 sanity. So you give me another roll in the long-term madness chart, and you're going to give me another roll on a different roll on the indefinite madness chart. And this is going to last until the end of the next adventure.
If he fails one more time, is he dead? Dead?
2 more times. 2 more
Two
times.
more times.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
He's dead. So Dobby, the first one. First D100.
Too much for Bear to handle.
88.
All right, so whenever you take damage, you're going to have to pass a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw, or you're going to be affected as though someone cast the Confusion spell on you.
Oof.
And
Wow.
that
How long
effect
does
would
that
last for 1
last?
minute. 1 minute every time. Well, the long-term madness is you're going to have this for D10 hours. But, so roll another D10. But the 15 Wisdom save for every time you get hit, that's going to
Roll a
be... Yeah, so you're 1 hour. But then whenever you get hit, you're going to have to take that Wisdom saving throw to be under the confusion spell for a minute. And then one more D100 for the indefinite madness.
So just to be clear, that the one where I get hit, I only have to roll that DC for the next hour?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now I'm rolling another D100.
Yep, go ahead. 76. So this is an indefinite madness. You're convinced that powerful enemies are hunting you, and their agents are everywhere. And you're pretty sure they're watching you right now.
I knew it.
All right. It could be the new ruler of Avernus,
I was just
Hex.
gonna say that.
It could be Hex, the new ruler of Avernus, who used to be a friend of yours, but now probably has devils watching you at all times.
How long does this last?
This lasts until the end of next session. Okay?
I feel burning eyes in the back of my neck.
That you do. Now, for everybody else, if you want to take a short rest, you could. I know you're all beat up. So you can roll your hit dice if you'd like to take a short rest here. And then, Dobby, that's an hour, so your the long-term sanity thing would go away, which is probably a benefit to
Confusion
you.
thing?
The confusion one, yeah. So if you want to take an hour, everybody, roll your hit dice on screen, and then we'll move to the next room.
That sounded scary.
Yeah, that would have been bad. If it was, imagine if it was like 10 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
You'd be screwed. Okay. So healing up, everybody?
I don't believe I lost any HP.
Yeah, I didn't lose
Oh.
any.
Yep,
either.
I'm full health.
Oh, okay. All right. Steve, you're at full health now?
Cure wound. I didn't. Can't hear myself in this mess. I didn't roll for the cure wounds. So I
Oh,
have to-
go ahead. Go ahead. Roll it, yeah.
It's not 1d8, right? Yeah.
Oh, and for the record, I'm bringing back hockey. Thank you very much.
Okay, sure. So go ahead, roll the D8, Steve.
Yeah, so I got a
and
4
plus
the
your wisdom.
Yeah. Hold on.
So probably something like 7 points of I would think you get back, which probably brings you to full.
That's 7, yeah. So it's almost full.
Because Dasha gave you 2.
Okay.
So it's 9. I don't know how many hit points you have in total, but close to 9, I'm sure, because you're a cleric.
9 would be maximum for me.
Oh, so you're perfect at max. Great. Bear, you doing any healing?
Yes, I just don't know what my hit
Oh,
dice
barbarian's
is.
12, D12.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So you get a D12, yeah.
Do I add any modifiers to that?
Yes, you do. You add your constitution. That's why I figured if you were going to use any hit dice, you would probably get back to full real quick.
Sweet. Thank you. Okay, so con is +2.
All right.
Okay. 14.
Looks like you're back to full.
Woot.
So Dasha, did you open this door? You're the opener of doors for this group here.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I opened it.
All right, so you enter the back of the manor here. You see a master bedroom. There are luxurious carpets, paintings of antiques that adorn the shadowy bedroom. A young man sits at the desk. I'll bring the token in a second. A young man sits at the desk, hands over his ears. He rocks back and forth and mumbles to himself. You see a 5-foot-wide hole surrounded by rubble that sits in the center of the floor. What do you do?
I knew there would be a pit somewhere. We saw a pendulum before. Sorry. I will walk up to the man behind him and kind of shake his shoulders.
I was gonna say,
So
Rel,
when
be careful.
So when you enter and you go up to him and you go to grab his shoulders, the man reacts harshly and pushes you away and turns around quickly, whips around, and says, "What? Be gone! Can't you see I'm trying to calm my mind?"
You heard him. Let's go.
I want to go out on a limb and say, Count, what's his name?
Libram.
Count Libram, is that you?
The man who does fit the description, a younger mask attendee, looks like a mask attendee, says, when you say Count Libram, I presume, he says, the sound, the heartbeat. Do you hear that?
Is my
I
light,
did.
is
I
my
did
light
hear it.
spell still in effect, Bobby?
No, because you went unconscious. No.
Okay. I'll look down into the pit.
Sure,
Do I
move your
see-
characters in the room. Move your characters in the room. Yeah. And Dobby, you say that to him, correct? You say that you hear it? And he says, see? I told them I'm not crazy. It's so loud. The worms. Yes. He points to you, Steve, as you and look down the hole there. He says, I knew you would like the worms. Yes. They will triumph in the end. Yes, they will triumph.
I'll ask him, what do you mean by that? What worms?
They'll reduce the world to red powder and white bone in the blackness of the pit. Only then will the incessant heartbeat stop. Only then.
I don't know what he's talking about. I only heard my heart beat for a minute. This guy's crazy.
Is there anything on the desk?
That's a good question. I'll get back to you in a second. I'm just going to get back to the page. What'd you say, Dobby, though? You said...
I said that this guy's crazy. I only heard heart beating for a minute. I don't know what worms he's talking about.
When you say that he's crazy, he shouts at you and goes, I'm not crazy! I told you! And you heard the sounds too! Don't
Okay.
lie!
You're not crazy. I'm sorry. And I back
look-
up.
I look at Dobby and I say, bro, you might have worms in you, man.
Oh, God.
So the room...
Hey,
The pit, yes, I'll get the pit to you in a second. So there's nothing on the desk other than just writing utensils and some stationery. Nothing like sprawled out or something to read. He looks like he's been sitting here for quite some time, just like racking his mind. He does not look injured at all, like any of the guests. The hole is gently sloping downward, so like the floor is kind of caving downward. If you look down, you have dark vision, right? So you can see down about 30 feet to a basement or a cellar, maybe a wine cellar of some sort.
Can I cast light on an object and throw it down the hole?
Yes, you can. You throw it down there, and when you do throw an object with light down there, the count also then says to you, says, "So I'm mad, you say? You should have seen how careful I was to put the body where no one would find it."
I'll say, what body is that, Count?
We found the body. Who are you kidding?
What? You did not find the body. You don't know about my father's body, buried beneath the walls.
Do now.
Of course. I even know what room it's buried under.
Fine, yes, I killed him. But why does his heart not stop beating? Why does it not stop?
Why did you kill your own father?
His eye, his evil eye, that hideous thing, it watches me even now. It knows you're all here too.
I
I
think
kind of
this
like.
is a you problem, man.
How long ago did that guy disappear? Was it a year ago?
It was years ago. yeah.
3 years ago.
3 years ago?
hmm
You killed your father 3 years ago, didn't you?
He kind of then, all of a sudden, his gaze stops looking at everybody, and he kind of like looks up into the sky or the ceiling, and he says, "Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming, dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before."
I kind of like.
Shakespeare?
Not Shakespeare.
Poe? Poe?
If you haven't guessed, there are about like 40 Poe references at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it.
He sees Montresor and says to Montresor, "I knew what I was doing when I killed that old vulture. So careful that night, so very careful, not to make a sound as I entered his room. You knew him. It had to be done. He watched me with his eye, watched me through the walls." Give me a history check, Steph. I know you don't know the intelligence, but just add a +2 to it.
Me?
Yeah, because you're playing Montresor right now.
Oh, right. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, now I roll well. Great.
You know that Count Fortuno Moldavia had a glass eye, a eye that was he lost his eye when he was younger. He has a replacement.
Okay. Am I in the room with them, or am I still like drinking the wine off the floor?
You're like in the room here, but he sees you in the back drinking the wine off the floor. You're finding any bottle that you can grab, any cup that has a drop of wine in it, and you're going for it.
Okay, I'll be like, hey, there's a thing, and a glass eye. His dad had a glass eye. I remember that. It was not the right color. It was weird. That's it.
Oh, you did love his father, though. His father was a friend, so you wouldn't have seen the reason to kill him like his son did, but yes.
Oh, no, that's not, just because he had two different color eyes, that's not why you kill him. That's not it.
At this point, I like draw an arrow towards the count, and it's kind of being like, "Where's all the guests that were here the last couple days?"
When you bring the arrow to him, he jumps up and he runs over here to the hole, and he says, "They're all here, still here. Yes, no one has left. The worms won't let them. Yes, they will triumph in the end."
Going
Guys,
out to go down that hole.
There were these giant worms that attacked us. I think they were real, but they may not have been real. But they were real. Maybe.
Oh, they're real. Oh, yes, it's true. And yes, I may be ill, very ill. But why do you say that I've lost control of my mind? Why do you say that I'm mad? Can you not see that I have full control? Indeed, the only illness I have has made my mind, my feelings, my senses even more powerful. As he then jumps down into the hole.
Like I said, we're gonna have to go into that hole, guys.
You
I
go
really
first.
don't want to go into that hole. It's dark in there. Like, too dark.
No, I
Well,
lit
he's-
it up. You guys are good. Go ahead.
He's gone.
I peer down into the hole and I say, well, guys, it's about 30 feet. I have a rope in my sack. It's about 50 feet. If you want, I can secure it up here, and you can all use it to sort of rappel yourself down.
Sure, you could do that.
Okay. So
I lit up the landing. My job's done.
Are we going down?
Mhm.
Yeah, we have to go down.
Okay. Montresor, if you would like to get helped down, you could join the group down in the dungeon. Okay?
I got a bad
I don't think I'd need
feeling.
much help. I'm pretty
Yeah.
drunk. I'm gonna fall. It's okay.
Yeah,
it's fine.
probably. So let's move up to the next map. You can all move your character tokens on, and I'll move you into the right spot, okay?
Got a bad feeling about this.
we got this, man. There's always hope.
All right, more characters. I see I'm missing a few.
Can you bring hockey back?
I don't
No. Oh, yeah, hockey. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yay.
Do I still have my lantern? Could I bring it down with me?
Yeah, you could bring your lantern down, yeah. Let me
Okay.
give you Dobby access to his hawk. Let me get...
Dead body next to me.
Is everybody put their characters in? Just drag them from the journal?
If
Yeah,
Steve,
I'm
did you do it?
anything-
Do that.
I'll,
Can you
I'll
make
drag
the
your
lighting
character in.
It's not
larger?
anything, actually.
Oh, you're all right here.
I just
You
Can
see
you
your
make the
characters?
lighting circle larger since I have my lantern?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yagner, you should see your character now, right?
I just have a black screen. That's really all I
Oh,
have.
but you see on the YouTube, right? Your guy right here?
Yeah, on YouTube, I can.
Okay. All right, so let's go to... I'll make your lantern better. You have a better lantern now. There's also light in the room emanating from the item that Dobby dropped. Who we're missing here? I'm missing one more person. Bear, you there? I'll bring you in. Okay. Everybody good? Do you have access to your characters now?
Yep.
Do you all see your characters?
Yep.
Anybody not? Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right, so here we go, everybody. I'm going to read you a description, and then we're gonna talk. All right, so you descend in to the cellar. You do see, those of you who have dark vision or lantern, which I think is everybody at this point, you do see the Count, who is here in the corner, up here. The cellar. There are casks and bottles of wine stacked around the damp cellar. Several are destroyed. Pungent wine pools around the room. There are about 12, or, well, you can't really see exactly where all the bodies are, but you do see bodies littering the floor of this basement. There is another blood-stained tunnel that continues down right here in the tunnel floor. And you hear the screams as the Count rocks back and forth as you first saw him, and he's talking about the pounding of the heart in his head that he hears. Okay. Perception checks, everybody.
Bob, are you able to add more lighting? Because...
Oh, you can't see, right? Yes. Go ahead. Anybody else? Any questions? Bolin.
Ooh, I got a 22 perception check.
Not good.
I got a 7.
I got a 3.
Okay. What about now, Bolin? You good?
Yep, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm rolling good.
All right. Anybody that got a 10 or higher, you can hear the sound of bodies being feasted upon, mangled from behind the wine racks here in the basement.
Hamburger.
Guys, do you hear that?
What if we rolled over a 20? What do we see or hear?
You can't see anything, but you hear distinct slithering sounds that are perhaps whatever creatures is moving around on the floor.
Can I... Go ahead.
You can move your characters if you'd like.
Did you tell us, the rest of us, about this if we were lower?
He did not.
Guys, I hear something gross over there.
What do you mean gross?
I don't know. It doesn't sound pleasant.
Can we shine a light in the area?
Sure. Move your characters so you can see. Steve, you have dark vision, so I'll move you. But
Okay.
once you start moving to hear where the sound is coming from, you see the back of a giant worm-like creature
There's something over there.
feasting
Don't
on
go over there.
feasting on one of the Masque attendees.
Oh, it looks like a giant.
Yep.
millipede,
And
maybe?
this Masque attendee right here is
Huh.
wearing a blue dress.
Alive or dead?
Don't know. But when Orel brings the lantern to bear on the creature, it turns and looks at you. You see its giant maw open wide as it screams at your group, and turns from its victim and heads towards you. Let's roll. Let's go into initiative here. So roll a d20. Let's go with Steve. You haven't rolled yet. Roll, Steve. Roll a d20. I got a 7. Oh, yeah. All right, everybody. So this giant worm is headed towards the group. We're going into initiative. Discuss what you'd like to do.
I
Go
can
all
charge
out
at
on
it.
this worm.
Yeah.
I want to cast light on it, probably, just so we can see it better.
Okay.
I can charge at it with my sword, but if someone is near the woman in the blue dress...
Yeah, you're all surrounding the woman, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so let's do it. Group, you go first. Who would like to go?
How far away is it from us?
5, 10,
Yeah.
15, 20, 25 feet from you.
I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself, and I'll step
Okay.
up front here.
Sure.
I have another spell I can prepare.
Back, you foul beast. Okay, so you run up in front. You want to go like right up to it, adjacent to it, or
Can I make it up there? I mean,
You can.
if I went up there, could I this round, could I cast another a spell on it, or would I have to wait till next round?
Well, you cast a spell already. That wasn't a bonus action, so you could cast and walk up to it. So you're hoping to buff your AC and charge it.
yeah,
charge up to
there's
it?
a spell
Yeah.
I'd like to use on it, but I have to be like in melee range to use it.
Yeah, you'd have to wait till next turn to do another spell, but you can still like engage it,
Um,
hold it off, that sort of thing.
I don't know if I can really hold it off. That's
Well,
the
we'll
thing.
we'll see. We'll see.
Well, I'll take my mace out. I'll try, and I have a shield, so I'll try to.
Okay.
I guess.
So yeah, sure. So you take out your shield and you run up to it and you're preparing for the worst.
Shield of Faith. That boosts my armor class by 2.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. So your AC is now +4 to what it normally was. So what is that, like a 18 or something? Something like that, I think. Okay. Tell me what your total AC is, because it may matter.
Right now it's 13
13?
without the spell.
Oh, yeah, Steph, I'll give you some access here, yeah. For sure. Oh, gosh, you can't not see this. Let's see. We'll bring in Brahm just so you can be a viewer here. There you
Is Shield of Faith a bonus action?
Shield of Faith? That's a good question. I am not 100% sure if it's a
I
bonus
just
action.
got a text out of game from Stefano that Shield of Faith is bonus
Yeah,
action.
that's a
She's
viewer
watching.
comment.
That's a viewer
Oh, look at
comment
that.
via text.
Look at that.
I knew there was somebody out there watching
Yeah.
us.
You should tell him to. You should tell him to just tell us in the chat.
Yeah, tell us in the chat, Stefano.
Yeah.
I
Get your
felt those
name
eyes on the
into
back
it.
of my neck. I felt them.
We have any
Yes, it is
moderators
a
in
bonus.
the
So,
chat?
Steve,
We gotta
you
make
could-
Sure,
Yeah, that's a bonus action.
No.
You can attack then. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds.
All right. What's the DC for that one? Pretty sure it's going to fail with its roll here, but
Make a melee attack spell against a creature
Oh.
you can. On a hit, the target takes 3d10 necrotic damage.
there you go.
stream is interactive.
So I have to roll to
Like
hit
and
it.
subscribe.
Which attack was
everyone.
it? What spell was it, Steve?
Inflict Wounds.
Gotcha.
To
Okay.
make a
go ahead.
melee spell attack against a creature you can reach in melee range. On a hit, the target will take 3d10 necrotic damage.
All right. So roll to attack. See if you hit.
Right.
That looks good.
10.
Plus your attack bonus and everything.
Um,
A total of. What's your strength?
melee spell attack. So what?
Oh, so using your wisdom. Got it. Yeah. So.
Wisdom that's +3, so 13.
And then your proficiency, so 15, and that hits. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah. So roll your damage, 3d10. Wow, that's pretty good.
not bad.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Get some.
Look at this. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
22
Ooh.
damage.
All
Wow.
right, I'll take it.
All right. So Steve.
Yeah, you
Yagnir.
single-handedly kills them.
Yagnir. This creature is bloodied.
All
Oh.
right. Sweet.
Nice.
All right, and then we go to the creature's turn. So the creature's not happy about this, so it's going to attack you. And I believe it got a hit on you. I think we were saying your AC total is, what is it, 18 now?
Well, it's 13 without that. So Shield of Faith, it gives you
So
2.
17. Okay, so 17 with your shield and Shield of Faith.
Mhm.
Okay, so it does hit you.
Okay.
You're going to take, I'll tell you how much right now. You're going to take a total of, let's see, 11 piercing damage, which I think knocks you out because you said your HP is 9.
Yeah, down again.
Yep. However, that doesn't put you down. It actually picks you up and starts to swallow you.
Oh god.
So you are now inside of its body, blinded and restrained.
What
Okay.
the hell?
All right.
Okay, I will. I have a question about kind of shield mechanics. I obviously can't have my shield while I'm holding the lantern in
Mhm.
one hand. If I put the lantern down, does the light still continue to emanate across that entire space?
Yeah, from where you put it down. Sure. Yep.
Okay, can I put it on one of these barrels, like right there, and
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
have my shield instead? Okay. So now with my shield, my AC should be up to 18, I believe.
Yep.
And I will charge this beast with my longsword. So
Go
I
for it.
will, yeah.
Slash.
Yep, with my longsword. Let's see.
Put 'em out.
15.
That will hit.
That will hit, and
Yep.
that will be 8 4 damage.
4 damage.
4 damage.
That will kill it. So you spew open the creature from its stomach, and out pops Yagnir in the bottom.
Poor Yagni.
All right. But just as you all think, oh gosh, thank the maker here.
LOL.
Brolin. Or Bolin. Not Brolin, not Josh Brolin. Bolin, you see beneath you, the floor starts to give out, and a giant worm creature burrows from underneath to attack you. I'm going to give it advantage because you did not hear it coming with your passive perception. It's going to hit you with a 19 on the dice. Both dice were 19. You are going to get hit for 10 damage. 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
All right.
Still up.
I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw to avoid being swallowed.
Let's see. That is a 13.
Wow, you got it. Just got by there. So it tries to swing you up in the air and catch you in its maw again, like it did with Yagnir, but you're able to acrobatically avoid this.
Sweet.
So we'll push you to the square here. All right. So now we go to the group. There's a new enemy.
Yep.
Does initiative stay the same as previous?
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah. Still same. It's still the same round. Actually, that was just gonna go. It would have gone next anyway, but you slayed the other one pretty quickly. While you're thinking about who's going, Count Libram is going to start muttering some words here. He's going to say, it writhes, with mortal pangs. The mimes become its food.
Great.
Well, I am going to raise my shield. I'm going to take out my axe, and I'm going to turn to him, and I'm going to say, hey, man, try really hard to not think about the writhing. Like, just, I know it's hard. Just do your best. And then I turn back to the worm, and then I swing with my axe.
Okay, do it.
All right, now I gotta roll.
Hey Bob, was the sharpshooter feat? I can ignore
Minus-
being close. I can still shoot. The bow was in the 5 feet, right?
Well, Dasha can enlighten you on the sharpshooter feat. I think she knows that one pretty well.
I think so.
Okay.
It's been a few weeks since the Burnett, but I think so.
Okay, so Dasha, Michelle, did you roll to hit? You got a 18.
Maybe
and
the viewers at home can tell us.
Yeah.
12 damage. Nice.
Let us know in the comments.
Like and
Stefano.
subscribe.
Even though Stefano's not playing with us. Stefano, can you look that up for me, please? Thank you.
Yeah.
That's definitely
He's gonna
sharpshooter.
text us in like 30 seconds, man.
Let us know.
All right, so that's going to be 14 damage. That was 12 damage. That's awesome. Okay.
So I hack away at the worm.
Yeah.
Hack, hack.
So yeah, you're attacking its its long body. It's slithering around. This is probably what made those blood streaks all over the floor up there.
The worm guts are splattering on my shield.
Yes,
I'm using
they
it
are.
like an umbrella.
I believe we have Christian, Dobby, and that's it to go. Yes, Christian, Dobby. I know I keep saying not Andrew when I use real names, but Dobby and
Because
Bolin.
Dobby is just so natural. I don't know.
It really is. So who's going? Dobby? Bolin?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
I will do dex save for the worm.
Okay. Dex save for the
Acid.
worm.
Throw some acid at its face.
Some
Eat
acid.
this.
Got it.
Worm.
I believe it's going to pass.
What'd you get?
Actually, no, it doesn't. It's going to go with a 11.
Aha, you fell.
Yeah.
Eat this worm. Eat,
Steph
what'd you-
just texted.
eat 4 damage.
All
Beast.
right. Acid?
Acid.
Okay, excellent. You spray it with acid, the most acid you've gotten on an enemy this whole campaign so far.
Double
Let's go.
the amount I've gotten so
Double
far.
the amount, yeah. Let's go to Bolin.
We have exclusive commentary from Stefano. He said it's still disadvantage within 5 feet for sure.
Right. I think it's actually just the -5 and the +10
Yeah.
damage, and then the no cover. thing for the enemy.
Yeah.
So
And Hawkey's gonna assist whoever attacks him next.
okay,
I'm gonna disengage with my 3 HP, and I don't want to
Yeah.
shoot with disadvantage.
I hear
so-
you. I hear you. So that's not a bad play. Okay, let's roll for the next turn's initiative. Oh, Hockey, go ahead. I'm sorry, Hockey, go ahead. You're giving advantage?
He was just gonna assist for whoever goes next.
Sure, that's fair. So whoever attacks next will get advantage. I'm going to
Yeah.
roll for the creature. They got a 16. And the count is going to say... Oh, perfect. Okay, so it's going to go first. And when the count sees that it's going to react first, it says... and seraphs sob at vermin fangs in human gore imbued. And as it then goes after Bear. Bear, not going to hit you there. Not going to hit you there, Bear. It's going to then use its turn, or its movement, to burrow back underground. But it is going to leave, so you can attempt to attack of opportunity on it. Dobby, do you have a weapon out?
I have a quarterstaff.
Then you can attack with that, and Bear, you probably want to take the advantage from Hockey.
Heck yeah.
All right, so roll with advantage to hit it.
All right. I'm gonna somehow incorporate my axe into a Hadouken-esque motion.
Is it a 13 hit?
13 will not hit. Yes, 13 will hit. I'm sorry. Yes, it will.
It will.
Roll your d6 damage, and then Michelle, you're up.
It's actually D6 -1. Thank you.
I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt.
So that's a 0.
Okay. Okay. Michelle, you hit with that 15, so do your damage.
Ooh. So. All right. So I do 6 damage.
Yeah.
I just chop off a little bit of the end of the worm.
6 damage. And Dobby, you healed it 1, am I correct?
I might as well have.
All right, so it burrows deep underground. Okay, it is not in the play area anymore. Who's next? You may all go out of turn. It's still combat, but since we are going at choices, it doesn't really matter. So it leaves a 5-foot wide hole as it goes down into the ground.
Shoot an arrow, Bolin. Down the hole.
It's not visible. It may have turned or is not directly in the hole.
I was gonna go check on the body of the
Oh, sure.
woman.
Unmistakably, despite all the wounds all over her body, this is the Baroness.
There's
Did anybody heal me, or am I still lying there? Like,
Oh yeah, Steve, you're still lying there. Yeah. The paladin is near you.
I will lay some hands on you.
my
So
head
Okay.
is twitching. Ah!
I'll give you 2 HP. I'm gonna save my last one for an emergency.
Okay.
2 HP to
I'm
you.
gonna jump up on a barrel and
Okay.
lift my high elven pants up above
Sure.
my ankles
Sure.
in
Can I-
fear of the worm coming back up.
Sure.
Keep yourself safe.
Is it clear that she's totally dead? Or
She is gone. Yes, she's gone.
if her
However,
eyes are open, I'll like close them.
yeah. However, after Christian inspects the body and after Orel heals Yagnir for however many points it was, this body right here by the barrels starts to writhe and stand up.
Not again. Can I shoot an arrow just right now?
Yeah, I'd say that's fair. You kind of could have readied your action. You didn't really do anything other than look at the body. Sure. You didn't even like inspect it. You just looked. So that's
All
fine.
right. I'm just gonna say not again. Roll a 22 to hit,
That will hit.
and that is 7 damage.
Nice, 7 damage. This thing is hurt. You know what these things... They take a couple of shots, but this one is hurt. As it stands up, it starts to walk towards you. And it's going to get to here before it runs out of movement. Let's go to the rest of the group now. So Orel has attacked. Let's go to... Who's left here? Bear? No, Bear went... That's the end of the round, actually. Oh, no. Yagnir. Yagnir, you're left.
I'll cast Guiding Bolt on the zombie. Or
Okay.
Whatever it is.
Sure. You have to roll to hit, correct?
That's 14 with range spell attack. Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna hit. So you're gonna kill it because it's
46
you can roll it.
damage.
Yeah, you're gonna
You want me to roll it or is
Yeah,
is
you can roll it for fun. It's going to die though.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Wrong dice.
It has
sorry.
4. It has 4 left, so I'm going to take it away.
Okay.
But you want to see how powerful it was.
They're the wrong dice.
There you go. There you go. Oh well, it's going to be even more than that. So.
36. Actually, I rolled.
Yeah, I know it's 6s. Yeah,
Sorry.
that's fine. All right, so everybody, top of the order, roll a d20, someone. I have a 10.
I'll do it.
Oh, Bob, I thought that was a brand new
9.
initiative order. That was
Nope,
my
that was
bad.
last one. Nope, you're all good.
Okay.
You're all good. 9. So they're going to go first. So
There.
the worm re-enters back over here on Orel. Orel, crit, a critical hit.
Man.
So I am sorry.
Check
But
these
this-
dice out.
Fully
This will
dead.
hurt. No, a total of
That crit was brought
A
to
total
you
of
by-
8.
Nice.
18.
18. Okay.
Yeah. So I think it knocks you out, but doesn't double your hit points. 'Cause you
No,
are full,
no,
right?
no. Yeah.
Okay, so you are knocked unconscious. I'm going to move your body to the left so make room for the snake or the worm when it writhes up from the floor. Okay, and then it snarls at Yagnir. Let's go with the group.
Can I run over to Dasha and bind your wounds?
You can do it from where you're at.
Okay,
She's right
I'll do
there.
that.
Yeah. All right, so you're healing her with Cure Wounds. Do you have any spells? Do you have spells left? I think you've used quite a few first level spells at this point.
Did I use healing word before? Or did I say that's when I was going to?
You did not use Healing Word. You used Cure Wounds on yourself when you woke
I'll do
up.
a healing word on her.
Oh, okay, it's a bonus action. Gotcha. Or
Yeah.
cantrip, right?
No, it's first level.
Oh, I think you're out of first levels. Am I wrong? You just go Guiding Bolt and... Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're out at this point. You've cast 3. Or 2 or 3 at least.
Yeah.
2 at least, I'm 100%
What about,
sure.
what about mending for a cantrip? What is? I've never used that.
No, there's only... I forget
think
the name of
mending
the...
is- Mending, like,
Oh no, that doesn't work on a person.
yeah.
Yeah, the only healing cantrip really is... What's
I mean,
the one I'm
spare
looking
the
at?
dying.
Spare the Dying, yeah, if you have that, yeah.
I do have that.
Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. For some reason, I'm confusing everything in here. No, it is a cantrip. Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
It only heals a hit point, though. You touch
I'll
creature
use
has 0, they become stable. So they
Yeah.
don't even... Yeah, so you're just stabilizing Dasha. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
So Dasha, you're stable. No need to make death saving throws for Orel. All right. And then one of the creature is going to get up from...
Is she
the-
conscious or no? She's just stable.
She's just stable, yeah. So one other creature is going to start to rise. This time it will be this one in the middle of the wine racks. I'm gonna move it, but you can all go. So this one is going to get up and use its movement to walk over here, engaging the 2 of you. You're up, group.
I am outraged.
All right.
I'm
Let's do
going
it.
to take a bonus action and fly into a rage.
Okay.
And then I am going to immediately take my shield covered in dripping worm guts and I'm going to thrust it aggressively at his midsection.
Okay.
And little
This guy,
flecks-
not the worm, right? This guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
this guy who's coming up aggressively.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, little flecks of worm guts are gonna like splash onto him. And then I'm going to attack him with my axe.
Go for it.
As per usual. Okay, so then did it that 11.
Not gonna hit this time. Oh no, 11 does hit. No, it's. Oh, I feel like we've gotten a ton of 11s this game. 11 is not hit, but it was a valiant effort.
I sigh.
The creature looks to you now. All right, let's go with the group. Your turn.
Blue doesn't have to go?
Who is blue? This creature. It went. This creature went. It took its movement to get to you. So I think Christian
Okay.
and Dobby.
I'll have Hawky come over here to aid whoever's going to be attacking the worm.
Okay. And is that going to be you?
You know what? He's gonna aid me in attacking this zombie person,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Chill Touch
Okay.
on that zombie. Or whatever it is.
Can your creature cast Chill Touch? I don't know. Can it cast?
It's a ranged ability. I'm casting it.
Oh, you're casting.
It's not actually a touch spell. It's just chill.
Yes.
It summons a hand at far away.
Yes. I thought you were using the Never mind. Go ahead. Roll your hit.
I'm using Hawky to give me advantage on the attack.
Gotcha. Go ahead. Ooh, nice roll. That's big.
All right. I'll roll one more d20. Maybe it's a crit. Nope. Okay. So it is
A D8 necrotic damage. Yep.
d8. Yep. 4 damage.
That is enough to kill him.
Oh, sweet, thank you.
So this one just slumps down to the floor. But you do see all of the creatures are starting to writhe now.
Oh, writhing is really bad.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Christian, you're last one in this round.
Yep, I'm gonna take a step back, and I'm gonna launch an arrow at the worm, because this looks like that's all I can see right now. That is a 24 to hit,
That will hit.
and that will be 11 damage.
All right, so everybody, here's what happens. The creatures all start to rise. All the bodies start to rise. You even see the Baroness start to writhe on the floor, and perhaps she's about to get up. And they start to run at the group, screaming that primordial scream. As they charge, Christian Bolin shoots an arrow directly into the eye of the worm, killing it. And as it slumps to the floor, all the other creatures also slump and fall down just before they reach the group. You have defeated the worm.
Ew.
I will give it an X. All right, everybody. We're out of combat. And all the bodies that were active and moving now are resting on the floor.
I got blood on my shoe.
Oh
right.
no. Anyone have a wipe?
I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna examine the blue dress lady. Forgot her
Yeah.
name.
The Baroness, Eleanor.
Yes. Is there any sort of jewelry on her or something that we can take with us to kind of?
Well, you could take her body.
You take
Okay.
her.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure if we were gonna. How
I thought you were
bad?
about to rob her before we took her back.
No, I wasn't sure if we were gonna take her back yet, or if we were just gonna take something of hers to bring back.
Yeah, you could take her back. I mean, her body
Right.
is mangled up. It's got all of the similar markings that the creatures have all had. Whoops, I just lost everybody here. Hold on. Let me get the zoom windows back. I just turned off all the windows, but we are back.
We fell into
Okay.
the wormhole.
No.
All right. So, you can meet back outside if you'd like. You can head back up. You can talk to the Count. How do you
I'm
want
still
to?
unconscious.
Oh yeah. You're stable, so unless somebody can heal Dasha, you're going to be
Can't heal.
unconscious. Yeah, I think you're actually going to be unconscious for the next hour, basically. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
But we drag
So-
you out.
We could drag you out and head back to the manor area. I'm going to turn off the lighting so we can all see everything. Not that there's that much more left, but here you go. Okay. All right, so what do you want to do? How do you want to proceed here?
I would like to take both of these bodies outside. I would like to leave this house.
Well,
Okay.
this manor is a place of a rich person's dwelling, right?
It's the Count's, yeah.
And the
The
count's
count
dead,
killed him.
right?
No, the Count is right there.
Is he still acting weird?
Count Libram, he says, the pounding, the heartbeat, it is subsiding.
Why don't we go upstairs? Why don't we get Brahm's body, take him out too, and then go check on that little girl?
Sure,
Oh yeah.
sure. So
Is
you
there
take
anything?
man.
Is there anything of value on our way?
almost
maybe in
everything
the
of value
mansion?
has been destroyed, other than like, perhaps like there could be some jewelry or some gold,
Does
things
the
like
girl's
that, but-
mom have anything? I'm assuming we don't want to bring the dead body back to the girl, but
No,
maybe...
she didn't. No, nothing really on her person.
Alright.
No, she was cooking. She was in her chef suit,
All right.
whatever that is, a chef outfit. All right, so the Count looks to all of you and he goes, "I was clearly under some strange magic. Of course, everything I said to you is of the strictest confidence."
What's it worth to you?
What do you want?
Say, how much are you worth, actually?
I don't know. Some of the things you were saying could really ruin your
Yeah, it could
reputation.
really like destroy your career.
This is my life. I live the tragedy.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, what we would like is maybe you could pay a high level, or not high level, a powerful priest to resurrect our dead friends here. And I'll point to Brahm.
Sure. And then all of a sudden, like madness coming back into him, goes, "I'll pay nothing, and you'll never convince anyone otherwise."
I slap him across the face. Snap out of it.
He kind of falls to the floor and
Your madness
slumps.
doesn't really matter. We know what you did.
He slumps to the floor and he goes, "The eye, the hideous eye, it watches me now."
We cannot trust him. He is controlled by another.
Nevermore, nevermore.
I don't know. This guy
Nevermore.
killed his dad. We can't just let him get away with it.
Yeah, is the dad in here?
He's buried under the floor, he said.
He's buried somewhere here, yeah.
Why don't we tie his arms up and bring him with us back for justice?
You could do that. Yeah. He won't fight back.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you pressure him enough, he will tell you where he buried the body. But ultimately, the worms are destroyed, and eventually he'll come back to his senses a little bit. Jenny, what do you say to Jenny? And I'd say after an hour or so, Dasha, you could wake up so that you can interact with Jenny too, because I know you had some discussions with her.
We should bring her with us back to back as well. So she's going to need looking after.
Yeah.
Did you find my mommy, everyone?
I will kneel in front of her before Dobby can get another word in, because I don't trust this
Well, you
man
see,
to not
Jenny,
traumatize this child.
I put my
I'm
arm
gonna put
around
it back.
Bobby. and
Life
lead
life
him
is
away.
like a box of chocolates, Jenny, okay?
I urgently lead Dobby away.
I put my hands on this child's shoulders, kneeling next to her, and I say, "Listen, Jenny, your mother, she's in a better, lighter place now. No one can hurt her there. And she would want you to be happy, and she would want you to come with us, and we will take care of you and protect you and give you a better home."
She says, "Is my mommy with this man who looks like a sun?" On the pendant you have, Palor.
Yes, she is, my child.
Is he protecting her now?
He is protecting her. He protects all good people, and your mother was a good person.
She's
In fact, she's
sad.
helping him. She's helping him up in Palor heaven.
And I yell over, but you didn't even know her.
He's not wrong.
Dobby.
I'm like, shut up.
The little girl even isn't listening to Dobby at this point. She's focused on your words, and they do resonate. I'm gonna give you a inspiration point for
Yes.
calming the little girl.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so you head back to Henrik Renee's, the Baron's manor now. You have a meeting with him, and he says, "So the worst of it is true. My Eleanor is gone.
And we'll say, yes, we're sorry for that.
My my staff and I will take the Count into custody, and for that I will give you each an additional 50 gold pieces for not only finding out what happened to my beloved wife, but bringing the true madman to justice. I'm sure that whatever happened, these creatures that you speak of were brought on by him. It's no doubt.
He knows we brought back the body, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say this little girl needs looking after.
And
She
we
lost
will.
her mother.
We will look
I'll
after
lead her
her.
forward.
Yes, we will look after the girl. So he says to you that, he understands that, he kind of is at peace with this decision. At least he has her body, which is something many of the people at the Masque, they also lost their loved ones. You killing the worms allowed everybody to go and clear out the house and bring their loved ones back. So with that, he is going to give you each 50 extra gold. So a total of 150 gold each. And he even is going to give 150 gold to the estate of Brahm. So even though Brahm was killed. However, he does say that he can put in a word in the city of Greyhawk that he has a favor there, that if you were to use his favor, you could have Brahm's body returned. Brahm's soul returned to its body.
Oh, I know that guy.
Maybe.
He has a good rating.
So, Steph will obviously talk now into next session, but if you want to pursue that, you can. If the rest of the group, we can chat and decide how we're going to reincorporate Brahm or not. But either way, those decisions we'll make until next time. All right, so that concludes the Masque of the Worms. You mostly survived.
Mostly.
Yeah,
You mostly
That
survived.
was brutal.
that was
That
rough.
was brutal, right?
That's pretty rough.
That was
Yeah.
brutal, right? So,
Fine.
Oh,
real quick, tell me your impressions. I'm going to get the dice raffle going, so if everybody could just... What did you think of this session? What did you think of the adventure as a whole?
I like the Poe references. They're numerous.
I was so excited by that because I specifically remember reading the Cask of Amontillado in like ninth grade English literature, and yeah.
Did
You
throw in
read,
any
you read that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you throw in any Lovecraft references, Bobby?
I did not throw any Lovecraft references
I
in.
thought I caught like two. I know everything else is Poe, but I thought there were a couple of Lovecraft.
Yeah, no, the author, like I said, Kelsey Dion, when she wrote this, I watched. She has a video that kind of gives an overview of the session, and she said there are many, many, many Poe references. She wrote it for somebody who's a Poe fan.
I
So-
really liked the pit and the pendulum, even though they were in different rooms. But
Yeah.
that was when I was in like sixth grade band. I played clarinet and we played a piece called The Pit and the Pendulum based on Poe's story. I've read a lot of Poe, so this whole thing was just very exciting for me.
That's awesome.
I think it's way too easy to get these sanity points.
Actually, I got to be honest with you. Oh, you know what? I got to be honest with you, Dobby. Everybody else did not get like one. You just failed
I think
all
it's
of them.
way too easy. I only have 2 left.
Hey, at least you're still alive, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
That's true.
there are worse things.
That's
For
true.
sure.
Well,
I
you do
got
you do get to
one.
heal some, Dobby. I think, right? I think it's 1d4.
Yeah, so
do.
now in between the next session, Dobby, you can do one of two things. You can suffer a permanent madness, so like with a really bad one that you got, the one that's like up till next adventure, you can get a new one, and that's forever a flaw of your character to heal all your sanity, or you roll a d4 right now, and that's how much you heal in between. And everybody else rolls a d4. So Steve, I think you took a sanity point. Michelle, you took a sanity point. So
I did.
you heal 1 automatically. That happens. You don't have to roll because you get 1 in between each session. 1d4 between each session. But you could gamble, or
Wait, so I can choose the one that there's somebody watching me? To
so
keep that
no,
permanently?
that is going to stay till next session no matter what. But you can take another one like that that's permanent forever to get 4 to get heal all 4 sanity points, or you can roll a d4. It's up to you. So
Roll a
you tell me what you would like to do.
I'll roll a d4.
Okay.
Should I do that now or next time?
Yeah, do it. No, do it now. Do it now.
Oh man, I'm already nervous.
I got a 4.
Nice.
Wow, you lucky.
Hey, the luck had to kick in sometime.
You lucky elf, you. Okay, so everybody, we got 3 new subscribers during this time here. We got
All right. Let's go.
Dylan Darko, Ashley Brackett, and one more? Maybe 2 more. Brian Holdbrook was the newest one before the event here. So we're going to do a dice giveaway here. So I've got everybody numbered. Can somebody roll me a D100 here?
I'll do it.
That's too much pressure.
D100. 79.
79. So that's going to be...
I hope it's not one of us.
I know. Because I am subscribed to the channel.
Oh no. Just redo it if it is.
I redo it if it's one of us.
I could use
Wow.
a pair of voted.
So it's actually going to be my newest subscriber. Because yeah, Ashley Brackett. So
Congratulations,
Ashley
Ashley.
Brackett.
Congratulations.
Wow, look at that. Yeah. So yeah, because you have a lot of subscribers, but I can only see ones that have their profile visible, and I took out some of you all that I know personally. So no offense. It'd be weird if
Dang.
someone on the stream won the thing. So so with the way that works out, it's the last person, Ashley Brackett. So it's going to be Ashley. I'll find you somehow. I know that there's a way to find you. I will find you, and you will get these dice.
I have a
So-
particular set of skills.
A very particular set of YouTube skills, and I will find you. So again, we'll be in touch. So everybody, thank you for joining us on this wonderful adventure. We played basically for 3 and 20 minutes, 3 hours and 20 minutes, almost exactly. So I'm actually proud of the way that the pacing went. But yeah, last thoughts on the adventure? Any last more comments? You like the references? You like the story?
Yeah, I forgot how hard it was being level 1.
Level 1 is tough.
Yeah.
Level 1 is tough. And
I really... Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to say I just really liked the quality of the writing as well. Like it just it
Mhm.
flowed so well. Like the rhythm of the
Yeah.
writing, so lovely to listen to.
Yeah, this is not the last Arcane Library adventure we will be running. Next time we will not be running one, though. I have another one planned, a different one. But we will be going through these. I do like her work. And that Ravings of the Madman that you heard at the end was really well done. Options for when, I don't know if you can see it, options for when and where to put these quotes within the context of combat. And really a lot of fun to roleplay. So for me, really great, really well done.
Wasn't that bad either. Just gotta say, our DM
Yeah.
was pretty good.
That's
So
very-
tell me how was it, Steph?
No, I really, well, that's the dead person saying that the DM did a good job.
Aw,
even though-
well, thank you,
I-
Steph.
blame the dice. I'm just saying. No, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
I do not know how people have long hair. I really don't. That would drive me nuts going like this every 5 minutes. All right, so we're going to sign off. It's 11:15 here on the East Coast. I'm going to get to bed. Thank you all for joining us, and thank you for the players for this new group. I'm really excited to keep this one going. So
Yeah,
we
this
will
was fun.
post up when we are going to play again, but it's going to be in November. Okay? All right, everybody.
All right,
Um,
guys.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
you.
See you later.
We'll see you on the tabletop.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.